What is up, people? Another Saturday, another rewind. Get your breakfast ready. Let's do it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What is up, people? What is going on? We are back. Another episode of the Rewind. Biggaford Entertainment. Bryon the Grizzly. Bryon, how you doing? Tell the people where they can find you, sir.
Yo, 1/3 of Spoiler Kings. You can find me Monday, Thursday, Saturday nights doing Spoiler King stuff. We're actually going to be releasing a new comic book channel, so we're going to be doing that too. But of course, Saturday mornings, I'm here with the Rewind with Nzo. And also, I break down every show that we do. If he's going to be breaking it down, I'm pretty much going to be there too. So,
Except I can't get these guys to come on to Monarch because ain't nobody watching it yet. So I'm like, all right, well, I guess I got to do this shit by myself. But it's all
It's,
right.
it's
We got
hard though because there's so many. Dude, we're in prime TV
I
time.
know.
I've never
I know.
seen anything like this.
I know.
Every week we're
I
looking
know.
like this another show.
I
There's
know.
another one.
Invincibles, The Boys, Daredevils, those are coming up too. It's like, oh my gosh, there's not enough time in the day to get rid of, or in the week to do all of these shows.
It's
It's
not
gonna
like
be
other
rough.
things are gone. We still got Cross. We still have
Still
Paradise.
got
We have
Paradise.
so much going on. I'm like, this is amazing. This is an amazing time, honestly.
Hey, you know what's funny? I was gonna ask you. You watch Drewski?
I mean, I know who Drewski is, but I don't watch. I don't pay attention.
Drewski is a damn genius, bro. He got
Why?
this show on YouTube, where he's doing like a flavor of love kind of thing. That shit is hilarious, boy. That shit is funny. It is funny. I don't know if it's scripted or not. It looks
Oh,
kind of
God.
scripted. Nah,
Yes.
but them bitches be fighting, bro. They be fighting hard on that stuff. I was like, what? So I don't know. It's just funny though. But guys, we are here to talk about the rewind. Let's see what the comments are saying. Fernando says, "Good morning, fellas. What's up?" Anique
What up,
Jones said,
Fernando?
"Good morning, fellas, as well. What's up?" Fernando said, "Who is Drewski? Check him out. You like it."
So I mean,
I'm
Drewski, you've seen him everywhere. He's in all the commercials, and he's now a T-Mobile sponsor. I mean, he does a lot of things now. So I mean, I'm not going to hate on him, but yeah, he's
so,
he's, he's better than I am.
yeah, for real. So I'm surprised that you're up after streaming last night. This is what we do, man. You know what I mean? Stream at night, wake up in the morning, do this stuff, and then the rest of the day we good. We ain't doing
Yeah,
nothing else the rest of the day. So just letting you know that these guys out there stream later on tonight. What are you
yeah.
watching? Going back to Expanse tonight?
We're going back to Expanse because we almost done. We can catch up. We can finish this Expanse by, I'm gonna guess by April. We'll probably be done.
I got you. What up, Eli? What is going on? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you guys for popping in. Much appreciated. But we are about to get into some of these topics. We got some good ones for you. So let's get it started. So we're just gonna switch this one over here like this because Bryon want to talk about the Orville and I can't stand the Orville. This crappy ass show. So this
That's
is another
because
thing for me to hate on.
look,
It's okay.
there's some people that are nerds, and there's some people that are nerd light, and that's him. He's nerd light. I'm full-fledged nerd. I
Yeah.
have no problem allowed telling
Yeah.
everybody that that's what it is.
Yeah.
The Orville comes on, I'm watching it because I think it's the best thing since like Star Trek: The Next Generation. It was very much written in that same vein. So I enjoyed what Seth MacFarlane, who I don't like, did. I do not like Seth MacFarlane at all, but I thought that Orville was inspired, so I'm all about it.
I
But
used to like Steph, right?
Mhm.
But then you watch everything he does, it's all the same. Ted,
Oh, 100%.
Family Guy, Orville, they're all the same type of thing. You know what I mean? And I just got like, I'm tired of this.
But he does great job with his voices and his impersonations, and I think he's really talented. But I think he's a little bit full of himself, just a little bit.
100%. I can agree
And that
with
kind
that.
of makes it a little bit difficult. But let's get to the article. It says the Orville season 4 already written, reveals creator Seth MacFarlane. So the Orville season 4 is already written, but fans of the series will have to continue to wait Seth MacFarlane's busy schedule remains the series' biggest hurdle. Some great news for everyone who's not a fan of modern Star Trek. The Orville may be returning. Speaking to the Hollywood Reporters, creator Seth MacFarlane revealed that he actually has actually written all of the episodes for the fourth season. The biggest hurdle is his schedule. I will be honest with you, season 4 is ready, MacFarlane confirmed. It's just a question of when we have time to produce it. All right. Let's see what he says after that. The 10 scripts are done, he continued. I'm the problem. It's a matter of fact when I can make that my year with all the other stuff we have in the works, but we can hit the ground running when it happens. Created by Seth MacFarlane, it's a heartfelt homage to Star Trek: The Next Generation. The Orville is often seen by science fiction fans as capturing the spirit of classic Star Trek even more effectively than modern series like Star Trek Discovery and Star Trek Starfleet Academy, which he likes but doesn't like the Orville. While it leans into comedy, the show embraces the hallmarks of classic Star Trek storytelling, such as the standalone episodic adventures, moral philosophical dilemmas, and the emphasis on the diplomacy and exploration over non-stop action. Sadly, the Orville went into hiatus after the third season concluded in August of 2022. A point of many fans felt marked the series' creative peak. It was. Season 3 was the best season they had. I loved it. The Orville New Horizons, which streamed on Hulu, stood out for its longer episodes, cinematic visual effects, and more ambitious story arcs. The story tones were matured, embracing deeper, thought-provoking science fiction storytelling, reminiscent of Star Trek: The Next Generation, blending a humor with moral and philosophical complexity in a way that elevated it beyond its earlier seasons. Despite the strong momentum the Orville had built, production challenges ultimately proved the show's biggest hurdle. The primary obstacle was Seth MacFarlane's packed schedule. He's not only writes, produces, stars in the show, but manages multiple other projects, including Family Guy, American Dad, and Ted, which Nzo just talked about, right? Just said it's all these shows seem too familiar to him, too similar in that aspect. So he says, added the issues that were broader industry disruptions, the COVID-19 delays in 2023, writers and actors strikes, along with ongoing uncertainty around the timing of the schedule. So the Orville didn't have anywhere to go. Amid all these challenges, it was worth noting that the Orville has never been officially canceled. The show is essentially on hold, waiting for Seth MacFarlane's schedule to open up. So, all right, we can get off all this, but I want to talk to you guys about what do you want out of a science fiction show? What are you really looking for when you're talking about a specific science fiction show?
You see, they started in that article about, philosophical and blah, blah, blah. Ain't nobody want that crap in this day and age. We want action. We want, suspense. We want drama. I don't sit there and talk about whether we should extinguish this alienation or not because it's morally sound or it's not morally correct. You know what? You can eat rocks with that crap. Listen, I don't care what anybody wants to say. Star Trek Discovery was fire. I really enjoyed the show. I didn't not really enjoying Starfleet Academy that much, but Strange New Worlds and Discovery are fire. 100%.
I think the thing, so I am a huge Trekkie. I love, The Next Generation is my ish. I still watch that stuff today. So what I'm looking for in a science fiction show, I'm looking for intelligence. So, why do I say Expanse? I want it to be intelligent. I want it to be scientifically accurate. I want to explore the idea that if we can explore space, we probably should be able to replicate stuff. Then there should be no world hunger. There should be no fighting over material things. There's things that philosophically, everyone should have the floor raised if we have unlimited stuff. Oh, really, camera? You gonna do that to me?
Yeah, the camera zoomed in.
But I like that idea. I like the idea of what are you doing in new cultures? Do you have these cultures like do you give them more information that they need? If they're not scientifically ready for that information, why would you do that? I love that idea to not to interrupt, because you can put cultures on. I mean, you could damage them. So I love that idea. So I think that they explore topics as we're going forward. They explore more topics. I enjoy that part of it for my science fiction. So I say science. I want exploration. I want philosophy, philosophical things, and I want exploration. I don't think if you go to a thing it's not exploration, then I don't want that either.
You did
If I
not
want any
say
of the other stuff,
once
if I
you
just want
want
action,
action.
if that's when I want action, then I go Star Wars. That's why I can enjoy Star Wars and Star Trek equally.
Yeah, that's where we should be going. We should be, and that's why I like the new generation Star Trek stuff because they mixed it with kind of Star Trek with Star Wars. You know, you get some action, you get some of the. I don't really get the philosophical, you know what I mean,
Philosophical, yeah, I got you. I got you.
philosophical stuff. You don't really get a lot of that, but you do get a lot of drama. You do get a lot of character developments. You get a lot of so you get a lot of stuff that I enjoy in it. I'm like people like, oh, Deep Space Nine is so good. No, man, no. Deep Space Nine is Andor to me, man. I'm passing out when I watch that crap. I'm like, what are we doing here? No, 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 no. So not a fan of like old school Star Trek, but new school Star Trek I am.
Next
But
Generation had a lot of action in it. What are you talking about?
man.
They was fighting all the time. They're doing stuff. They're going on different planets. They're dealing with other cultures. There's a lot of stuff
And
that was
then we
going on.
get to episodes where they go to like, you know, past Earth and they're dressed up as humans and they're doing some kind of crime. It doesn't work for me. I'm not feeling all of that stuff. You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't care about this stuff. So I just don't enjoy it. You know, you guys enjoy your Star Trek. I get it 100%. For me, it's not my cup of tea.
So we
I
know
guess
what
you
the
can say
truth
I'm
is.
too
He
stupid to
doesn't really like.
understand it.
He doesn't like science fiction. He doesn't really enjoy any of the stuff that actually matters for us Trekkies. Yeah, that's
No,
okay.
no, Star Trek doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's
Star
all
Trek
right.
doesn't
That's okay.
matter.
Well,
You
we've
know,
been.
you see, here's the problem that I got with Trekkies, right? They think because they're watching this philosophical show that they're geniuses and smart people because they know about, you know, the trans warp and this and that and like get out of here with this crap, bro. Ain't none of this shit real. So they can put whatever they want in there. It sounds good, right? But it's not real. But I'm smarter because I
Wait,
watch
wait.
sophisticated Star
Would you
Trek.
rather be in a fighter jet in
Yes,
space?
yes, yes, 100%. Yes,
When you ever think about it,
100%.
guys, they're in a fighter. They Star Wars. There is fighter jets in space.
Yes, yes,
There's
and that's why it's good. All right. So why are we pretending like it's not? That's why it is
oh,
good.
that's
Oh
funny.
man.
All right. We won't agree on this topic because Nzo is wrong, and it's okay because we're on the first topic, and he's 1 for 1 for being wrong. So let's look at the comments. To what's happening right now? Where do we end up?
Right, Mama Bear. Or have you seen with T right here? There you go.
Awesome. What's up, T? Say green gents. Mama
What
Bear
up,
says, "Hello, boys."
Mama? What's up?
Spoiler Queen.
Oh, here we go.
Forget all this other stuff. Don't worry
Oh, here
about
we go.
Biggaford. Don't worry about him.
Will you please correct him and let him know who the originals are?
You can
I'm
be the
just saying.
original. It's okay. It's almost like you're the second husband, the first husband, and you mad that the second husband's doing better. That's all you mad.
Oh
That's all it
wow.
is. He's upset. That's all it is.
Oh wow. See, you never forget your first though.
Sometimes you do. The oil needs a bridge cat named Diogi. Whatever.
Yeah, we don't even get that. That's right over our heads, Eli. Nice try.
Everyone's saying, hey. Said the Orville's okay.
No, it's not.
So A Million Ways to Die in the West was really dumb. 100%.
Oh, horrible.
It was
absolutely
really dumb.
horrible.
Like
yeah.
Yeah, but that's the problem with Seth MacFarlane in itself. He come on, really? You don't do this to me right now?
That's not a rewind if some crap don't happen, guys. Just letting you know.
But he thinks too much of himself. I really
Mm-hmm.
believe like he just believes that he's this all knowing guy and everything I do is great. And sometimes that does rub me the wrong way too.
And everything's the same, right? Like the comedy is the same. It's the same kind of style of comedy. You have Ted, who's the same as um
Peter Griffin
Peter
on the script.
Griffin, who's the same as the American Dad. Like it's all the same stuff, and it's just like okay, it was funny for the first couple of seasons, but now it's just like redundant and like I can't even bother watch them
You look for
anymore.
new jokes. You understand that? I
Yeah,
understand.
yeah.
So, Indoor Garden Party. Perry is currently touring, and Scott doesn't have time to film. But he also has the new TED show that producing with. He has a lot of stuff going on. So I know. I mean, so no, Scott is still doing. Scott left though. Didn't Scott say that he can't continue to do this because all those people that are on the show said that they can't wait anymore.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Yeah,
sitting there
yeah,
like wait for a paycheck. Look, I gotta move on. I gotta keep on
yeah,
working.
yeah, yeah, yeah. For sure, for sure.
So
Eh,
Indoor
So
Garden Party is Russell Crowe's band. But yeah,
So it said that the Orville wasn't canceled, but
never
was
was.
it renewed though? Because I never even heard them say it was being renewed for a fourth season,
So
right?
when they signed them on, it was for season 3 and 4. But then while season 3 was going on, we heard that this was the last one because Seth MacFarlane was doing too much stuff.
Okay, okay.
But it's very similar to like The Expanse or even Game of Thrones when you had that last the smaller season, the end. Like we knew it was coming, but they really didn't have time for it. That's kind of how it
Mm,
was going on with that.
okay.
So the Orville reminds me of Galaxy Quest with Tim Allen, Sigourney Weaver. The
Sure.
first 2 seasons did. The first 2 seasons did. The third season they actually got into a little bit more,
Do not
substance.
compare the Orville with Galaxy Quest. Galaxy Quest was fire. All right,
It's
Galaxy.
exactly like it.
No, no, it's not. It's not. It's not. You see, here's the problem, right? The Orville might be good. It
hmm
might be good, but as I say, the humor in his shows are all the same, right? So
hmm
I'm sitting there and watching the same kind of humor that I'm watching in Ted and I'm watching in Family Guy. It's just it's boring to me now. And as much as I used to find it so funny, right? There's a video that I watch about Todd McFarlane, and it kind of explains how he structures his shows. And when you see that video, you cannot turn it off. It's like, yeah, that's exactly what he does. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's just, it's not, it doesn't have that shock value anymore.
That's why I thought you had to have real substance because he doesn't have that shock value anymore.
Mm-hmm.
There's some substance to it. I want Seth to continue to troll Star Trek. I don't think he's trolling it. I thought that at the beginning too. And we listen to reports from him. He said, "This is my favorite thing. It's
Mm-hmm.
literally all I really wanted to do was be like Star Trek. I always want to be in the next generation."
Yeah, I don't think he's trolling. I think he's doing a homage to Star Trek, but it's
Mm.
just he puts this comedy stuff in there, and I just like, oh man, yeah. Yeah. And I don't think
Yeah.
he's a good actor either. I don't think
Oh, he's
if
not.
you put him someone else instead of him starring in it, maybe it's better. You know what I mean? But like that's where you go with his ego stuff. Cause like I'm gonna write a movie, but I'm gonna write it for me to be the star. He's a star
Mhm.
of Ted, he's a star of this, he's a star of that, a star of this. You know what I mean? Like get out of your own way, get out of your own shows and let other people shine, you know?
I agree. Emancipated Poet says, "I want real science." That's probably why you like Inception or what's the other one?
Inception's fire.
Inception's amazing. But or what's the other one with Matthew McConaughey?
Oh, The Martian?
Interstellar.
Oh, Interstellar. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Interstellar,
yeah.
which I
Interstellar.
think
Yeah, yeah.
I love Interstellar.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Interstellar's fire.
No action. How you gonna like it with no action, Anzo?
Because it was entertaining, right? At least
This
it
other
means
stuff is entertaining. You just
no, 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 no,
not
no,
enough
no, no,
action there.
no, no, no. Listen, don't try to understand my logic, all right?
This is
Because
not
you never
logical.
will. You never will, all right? Nobody will really ever understand my logic, but yes.
uh, Mama Bear says, "LOL." Star Trek was all about about philosophical. It
Yeah.
was. It's all it is about. Because when you
That's
have a world where you can provide everything else, it's about what's your philosophy. I agree.
that's why that shit put me to sleep.
Hey, shout out the Expanse. Exactly, the Expanse is fire. I love when you go. You understand? You accelerate towards a planet, and then to decelerate, you turn around and to have the engines going the other way because you have to decelerate to go to if you're going that fast to a planet. Understand? Like you go to fly to Mars, you accelerate until you get caught by Mars's gravity, and then you stop, and then you try to decelerate to slow down before you get, you run right into it. That's what science is. So no, I love that. Nerd. Hopefully the Firefly series reboot really happens with the original cast. I'm hearing that too. That was one of the topics I was talking about last night because
So
Firefly looked like it might come back.
Firefly, I would watch. You know what I mean? I thought it was okay. I wasn't a huge fan of it, but I was late to the game, so I didn't really watch it that much. But it seemed good.
And it says close up of Bryon. Yeah. So
Like,
the
you know
Brand,
what one I can't stand?
which one?
Stargate. Oh my god, I can't stand
So you
Stargate.
do you not like the show or the movie?
Both. I did not like the movie. I hated the movie, and I do not like the show. I do not like it.
There's reasons for that, so I'm not going to hate on you in that. There's reasons that you can hate on Stargate.
Yeah.
My best. The camera knew that Bryon was cooking, so it zoomed in. So, oh yeah, I like what you said.
Brian ain't never cooking, Mama Bear. We're not giving Brian no props for this. What are we doing?
Once
You
again,
know what I
spoiler
mean?
queen, not Biggaford Entertainment. Exactly. Facts right there. We see it. So here on Earth, humans had to interrupt the development of cultures, incorporating them into current society and ways of life. We do, and that's why you go to places that have been off the grid. We still kind of put ourselves inside of it, and don't understand that they should go their own way. They should grow at their own growth rate, which
You see,
stunts people.
now what they should do if they're doing this, they should actually portray humans like we really are. Because if we see an
The virus.
yes, if we see an alien planet or we see something where we could get resources from, we taking it. That's what humans do. All right.
And that's the Expanse.
Expanse makes sense. Star Trek does not.
I was not impressed by anything Bryon is saying about this. 100% he was not. Deep Space Nine is fire.
Oh my lord, here we go.
You don't see, he's disingenuous because he does like a little bit of Deep Space Nine. He has watched it. He likes, there's things that he likes about it. So like he's sitting there saying that I don't like it, but he's watched all the seasons. Like, so don't listen to him.
You start off the show, and right away, Cisco isn't a captain. I hate that crap. And then they did the same thing with Discovery. I'm like, why are you doing these shows with the black lead? And he's not a captain from the beginning. Yes, he did get his captain. He did become a captain, right? But it took him like 3 seasons before he became a captain. I'm like, what are we doing here? No. Same thing with Discovery. She becomes the captain, but she doesn't come a captain until like the second to last season, the third season. I'm like, no. When you watch, like, Janeway was a captain right away. Picard was a captain right away.
Well, Picard was just becoming a captain right then.
Yeah, but it started off with him as a captain, though, right?
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Why are we doing this to the black man? What, the black man has to prove himself, right? We got to wait 3 episodes before we find out if the black man's good enough to become a captain? No, we ain't doing that.
Terrible. Cisco's awesome. Voyager was fire as well. Moving through quick. Past Earth is a standard Star Trek trope. Yeah, right back to the original series.
Mm-hmm.
They always went there. The word Trekkie is now officially on the Merriam-Webster dictionary. Exactly, because we are awesome. Because we're that great. I also told disrespectful to the Trekkies out there. He always is. Always.
You know why? Because I've always been a Star Wars guy. And when someone tells me that Star Trek is better than Star Wars, I want to choke the life out of them.
It's different.
Oh, here we go.
They're 2 different things. I love Star Trek. I can watch episodes of Star Trek. There's not been a series of Star Wars that I thought was entertaining. Because you don't
series,
talk about
series, I agree.
So
Series are
that's
trash.
one should be for movies, and the other one's for TV shows,
I
and that's
actually
what's
deal with
okay.
that
And they
because
can
none of
live
the Star
the
Trek
same
movies
thing.
were good, except for Wrath of Khan.
One, yeah, I mean, there's one or two there.
Yeah,
Good.
Wrath of
They're now
Khan
on the
was.
same. But they're now on the same level as Star Wars. I'm not
Yeah,
going
yeah,
to even
yeah, yeah,
act
yeah.
like they're on the same level.
No, Wrath of Khan I will put up there with Star Wars. Wrath of Khan is the best Star Trek movie they
God.
ever
Oh,
created. That was great. Love that movie. The rest of them, not so much.
hey, you keep on putting out terrible Star Wars movies, we'll catch up.
Oh yeah, I agree.
We'll catch up.
I agree.
Between Star Wars and Star Trek, one inspired actual technology. Yeah, I'm just saying.
Oh, here we go.
Trent, everything. I mean, everything. You had two-way pager, didn't you? You
I had a
had walkie.
pager. I
You
had a
have all those
pager.
walkie talks. Everything that comes on the next generation actually happens in real life.
So, just so we know, right? Because I remember people, Enemy of the State came out and was like, "Oh my gosh, you had the tracker and the watch, and you had this." All of this stuff is created before these shows. We just don't get it in real life. I'm just saying.
Don't get me wrong, but no, I mean, I will say there's been some stuff that movie people, TV shows have created that took 10 years to catch up to the technology. They had the idea they could do it, but they didn't have the technology to do it. So, what's up, Basil?
Bazo.
Please, I'm the original. You got your spot on Chaos Council. She's the original. Look
Wait,
at you.
hold on, hold on, hold on,
Look
hold
at you.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay, yes, technically yes, because I came on and then you're like, oh, who's that guy, right? Yeah, I get that 100%. But you started following a lot more because of moi. All right, I'm just saying.
Oh my goodness. He just thinks so. Yeah. So Dogi is spelled DOG dog. Okay. Okay. A doggy.
Dog.
Look, to be fair, there are some real boring sci-fi movies out there, like 2001's A Space Odyssey. Bro, it's terrible to me. I can't do it.
Never seen it. Not never seen it. Not interested.
I challenge you.
No.
Try in the morning time. Right after you wake up, put it on and see how long you stay awake.
Yeah, no, it's not happening. I'm good.
Seth is in his own McFarland.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Ted was filmed 18 months ago, and you're just getting it now.
Ted was filmed 18 months ago.
The TV show?
Oh.
The one that's coming out?
Oh, okay. So what wouldn't it be season 2? Wasn't there a Ted show already?
Yeah, but they're already so Ted season 2 is it's supposed to premiere this month, I believe.
Oh, okay. I got you.
So did y'all enjoy Buck Rogers and Battlestar Galactica back in the day?
Yes. Buck Rogers was fire. Battlestar Galactica, even better. Yes. Those were good shows.
Battlestar Galactica was good too.
Yeah, better than Star Trek.
I wish I had a way to Phantom Zone him. I guess Phantom Zone him right now on his own channel. Todd McFarlane is Spawn. Seth is Orville. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And actually, I was actually bidding on a Todd McFarlane Spawn comic book the other day, last night.
Interesting. Mm-hmm. I hope we get a movie. I hope we get a Spawn movie, man.
I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do, but he's doing a lot of different things, and he's just such a good artist, and great comic book person. No, Seth has openly admitted to trolling Star Trek for the Orville. He also talked about how much he loved it so much that the reason why he even started was because he loved the Next Generation, and he wanted season 3 specifically to emulate the Next Generation more closely.
Yeah, two things could be right at the same time. He could have loved it, but he's still trolling it. You know what I mean? Same thing.
So Expanse uses real science elements, 100%. Everything about it is right. The physics of it is right. I love it. The entering the atmosphere is correct. The way you have to do it, man, I love it. Better Seth Rogen or McFarlane? They're both all in their own damn ways, and
yes,
all their ish is all both this exactly same.
Because I'm gonna
go with Rogen because I like Invincible.
You know what? I'll agree with that too, because that studio thing is horrible. I do not understand the like for that show. I can't do it. Too
I
silly.
don't. I don't like the studio either. Nzo Logic has no logic. Exactly.
Which makes it logical, right? All right. So
or we just say Nzo is illogical, so it not making have any logic is logical.
no. Onzo's
He's
logic.
illogical. You know, he said it. He said it. It's all right. Seth MacFarlane and Tyler Perry are two of a kind.
Facts.
She's right. She's right.
Yeah.
The same ish in everything you do.
Mm-hmm.
Real science is sci-fi. They need to scan planets and see the air pressure is right for humans, not automatically beam down. Maybe they already did it, Eli. Maybe they already did it.
And then you're meeting up with all kinds of different aliens and creatures, and everyone's speaking freaking English.
It's translators. So like,
Yeah, I know that's the excuse. It's like, oh yeah, we gotta. That's just a way that they don't have to put other languages in the show. Like, yeah, no,
it
it's
works
not
in
happening.
books too. So I read a lot of RPG. So like when they're doing these things where you're going to different worlds and everything, you say, oh yeah, we have an automatic translating power, and that's all it is.
Yeah,
Or
I know.
you speak to the true soul, and that's all you need to be talking about. Just because there's ox doesn't mean you can't breathe. Oxygen doesn't mean you can't breathe. Mount Everest has a very thin air pressure. Yeah, but also if you breathe the wrong air combination, you will pass out. And if you have true 100% oxygen, you will pass out too. That's not good for you either.
Yeah, 100%.
Y'all remember that horrible sci-fi movie with John Travolta, Bad Earth or something like that?
Garbage.
Yeah, I remember that. That was horrible.
Garbage.
What up, Tony?
Tony, what's going on?
Good morning, just how you doing, guys? This fine rainy Saturday morning. Hey, it rained all last night for me. We're good.
Nah, it's gonna rain here today for us. So yeah.
At least it's not snow.
Yeah, I know, because weather's warming up, and we probably have passed all. Well, this is Montreal, so I say that, and then next week it'll have this big snowstorm. Be like, oh, we're not done yet, guys. Yeah, so I won't even jinx that.
I was like, you saying that really? You better knock on wood.
Facts.
It's gonna be 70 degrees today here, and then next week's gonna be like 44.
Facts.
Bryon runs restaurants. Cooking is what he does.
Doesn't mean it's good though, Mama Bear.
Hey, it's Culver's. It's good.
Right? He might not put no spices on his food, right?
Hey, you see this color? You see this color? You know I do seasoning.
I don't know if it's real or fake. I don't know. I'm still questioning that. Because some of the stuff you talk about, black people ain't do it.
That's because you're Canadian. That's why. That's all it is. He's Canadian. Exactly. Come on. I'm smoking. Hey, cooking. This is why you got to come back here. D Space 9 is my Tinder username. I like that. I like it. Babylon AD was also very good.
Babylon AD. I don't think I watched it. I know it, but I don't think I watched it.
It's a movie. I remember.
Yeah.
I actually think I have it on VHS. The one said, "Good morning.
What up?"
So that's awesome, dude. It is awesome. Deep Space Nine. Exactly. Star Trek and Star Wars are two different things. Exactly. But this man, I mean, over here.
Yeah, one's good and one's not. That's the two difference. Yes, 100%.
We need to have something like we could be able to shock you. Like you hold on, just shock button. Wrath of Khan and Voyage Home are the two best Star Trek movies.
You cannot put the Voyage Home in the same sentence as Wrath of Khan. What are we talking about here? Voyage Home was like garbage.
I don't know if it's garbage, but I try not to. I'm not gonna say
who cares about them saving the damn whales. Right? What are we doing here? We're watching a Star Trek movie where they're saving whales? Really?
So
No.
Free Willy. Free Willy. Y'all got space whales. What are you talking about? Hey, good morning. What's up, Collector? I just woke up. I woke up the first time. It's okay. Ain't no technically. I was there first, and Daddy asked me what I thought about you. Got you. Facts.
I don't get the point. Yeah. I know you were there before me. but you started following hard because of me. I'm just saying. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
Let's get through this because this guy's delusional. Ted season 2 is out. I knew it was coming out in March. I didn't know it came out. It came out already this week. Okay, we'll have to watch that. Watched 3 episodes so far. Hey,
Oh
what's up?
shit.
Okay.
Okay.
What up, Silhouetted? How you feeling?
What up?
See, I did not fall asleep last night until almost 4 o'clock in the morning. I couldn't sleep last night for the life of me. I hate those nights. I hate those
Me
nights,
too.
man. So it sucks that we are never going to get Spawn in Invincible. Yeah, I know. Have you guys been getting all the Invincible crossover comic books? I only got one up here right now.
Books.
I got the blank one right now, but I got all the team ups with Spider-Man.
Wait, why is it blank?
This is what they do. But this is Spider-Man Invincible team ups. So this is Robert Kirkman, but they have some of them like this. You open the first page up, and then you'll have other.
You'll
stuff
see the real cover, right?
Yeah. So it's cool. I have about 5 of these, or these, of the stuff. But so Invincible is going to be in a lot of different comic books. He's going to be I Hate Fairyland. He's going to be a lot of different type of things. So yeah.
But Bryon, when someone talks about a comic book, we already know you have it. you don't need to prove it to us, all right? We already know you got it. You probably got it the first day it came out. We know this.
and I read. I'm gonna type up a little thing, a synopsis on it. That's what I do.
Great books to do for your comic channel, man. Really.
No, I can't. Oh, I'm gonna enjoy doing this. This is gonna be so much fun because I have piles of comic books right here, guys. You have to understand, it's crazy. All around me, I had like these things, and I spend. So I'm either reading a book or reading a comic book, and then I watch TV shows as I go along. So I'm always doing it because his rights are protected. Because he's owned. So that makes sense. Daredevil, Born Again, and Invincible this month. Yep. I can't wait till the movie Project Hail Mary comes out because that's gonna be fire. If you like science fiction, it's gonna be incredible. So Seth MacFarlane designed my Lara Croft statue. Oh, okay, that's fire.
Nice.
Spawn looks like the resin gunk that clogged up a pipe. It does. Who's better, Jimmy Fallon or Conan O'Brien?
I think I'm gonna go with Conan O'Brien.
I'm not even going for Conan O'Brien. I'm just going against Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, because I'm not a fan of really either of them two, to be honest with you. But I'm gonna go with Conan.
I think Conan's smarter and funnier.
A little bit funnier, yeah.
Jimmy Fallon's just, I don't find anything he does entertaining, man.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Spawn, Jamie Foxx is supposed to film a Spawn reboot years ago, and we were still waiting. We're gonna be waiting forever for it, man.
Well, it's a black movie, so we ain't getting that, right? We ain't getting Blade, we ain't getting T'Challa, and we ain't getting Spawn.
You don't see, mama. I got my T'Challa beads in here, right here. My Black Panther TPs.
My bad. I made the mistake of saying T'Challa. I'm sorry, guys.
You brought it up. 39 minutes in.
I apologize.
I am accepting a Spawn that's not Michael Jai White. I'm not accepting him. Michael Jai White is it. I love him. The fact that he's getting older boggles my mind. Just like he ever get older, eh? You see that video where he did a straight kick and he broke the bag? It was in the he did it so much on YouTube that he did it in the movie and people were like, this is crazy. Or what he did to Kimbo Slice, he was showing him that
yeah.
Oh shit, what the fuck?
Yeah. He's
fire, man. Hey man, Fernando was good. Everyone's saying what's up. English is the universal language everyone understands, obviously.
Not everybody understands no damn English. What are we talking about here?
Dude, you talking about we're the original language.
No. English is not the original language. All right.
That's the most American thing I ever said about
yeah, facts. 100%. That's that brainwashing white American sovereigntists. We own this land type of talk. We ain't doing that.
That's that BS. Yeah. Y'all think the reason why there's a human look to the aliens in Lanterns is because The rings make them appear human for Hal and John's perspective. This is really interesting to talk about. But I will say this: we're going to talk about Green Lanterns.
Mm-hmm.
I am not a fan of what they're doing.
Ooh, don't say nothing because we'll get into the topic next one. I want to hear this. I want to
Yeah,
hear this.
I'm not, man.
I want to hear.
The Orville has given me vernacular instead. It needs to take a piss. I just say, got to Jola.
Jaloja.
Jaloja. Okay, good. We got Sheed in the building. What's up?
What
What's
up,
up?
Sheed? What's up?
Glad you could get up with us, man. I was eating my waffles when we were doing this, so waffles, and so I was ready to make eggs and omelet, and I come in and go to the thing. So I had like 12 eggs. Apparently, my daughter decided to learn how to juggle last night, or during about I think 6 o'clock at
And
night.
what'd you end up with? Like 3 eggs left?
I had like 2 eggs. I was like, "What the hell? Why are you juggling eggs? What was your thought process to say this is the thing we should be doing, juggling eggs?" I was like, "Good Lord."
You know what? She's your daughter, so we don't know about the thought process there, all right? We got a problem over there because your thought process ain't all that great either. So,
I was
like
so
father,
mad.
like daughter.
Oh my goodness. That's okay. That's my baby. That's all right. I'll
Good
take
girl. Good girl.
it. Says Star Trek would never catch Star Wars. We keep on getting this crappy Star Wars. You can catch them.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I can agree with that.
We better get a good one.
I can agree with that.
So be right back. Need the Jaloha. Voyage Home is a fan favorite. And that's why Anzo was going to hate on it.
Oh
100%.
my God.
Hey, Bryon finished my book on Wings of Blood. Really love the book. It's a vampire book, but they ride dragons. Can't wait to read the second book. I am reading. Let's see, I read Mark of the Fool 10. I just finished that one. Dude, I have like 5 series I'm like juggling at the same time, and I'm on like book 8 or 9 on almost all of them. Because I just kind of go one to the next one, to the next one, to the next one. And I got this bookshelf is just full of stuff. You know, I spend hours at nighttime trying to go to sleep, still reading books, man. Still reading books. There are alien villains like Sinestro and supposedly Atrocitus. Atrocitus will appear in Lanterns. But okay, Sinestro is going to be awesome. Okay,
I'm gonna start those 2. We'll save it for because I just want to hear. I want to hear.
Yeah, I want to get into it to Lanterns and why I'm not a huge fan of what's going on and what they said. So yeah, we'll talk about it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we'll talk about it later. Yeah.
Bryon, when are you going to make your hamburgers video? Hamburgers, nutritious and delicious. I would definitely do one. I'll send it to you. Man. Show you how to make some good ones. It's been rough for the last few months, but things that in my personal life are improving. That is wonderful, man.
Great.
I love hearing that.
I always keep your head up, because I always say, what goes up must come down, or what goes down must come up. You know what I mean? So if you're down, you're gonna have some up moments. You may go have some down moments, but that's life, man. So just go through it, and you'll get by.
You just keep pushing through.
100%.
My best is blank comic covers, so you can get a custom art at conventions and stuff. You also can do your own covers. I've seen other people do their own covers and then bring that up to stuff. I like the ones. So there's a lot of ones that are just totally blank that you have the actual cover on top of it. This one is for that, but yeah, I'm going to take a lot of this stuff to C2E2, and I want to go C2E2. I want to go to Indianapolis. I think that's in June. Because Indianapolis gets a lot of random people coming in there. I want to go to New York Comic Con. I want to go. Toronto is soon, I think.
Possibly.
Yeah, I think Toronto is soon. So I might be trying to get over there too. So we had thunderstorms here last night in Michigan because we are all in the Midwest. Yeah, so we had a lot. How much of your income goes into your comics? So I do a good job with this. I make sure that I give myself a budget and say, okay. And what I'll do is I'll buy like a gift card at the beginning of the week and say, I'm not going to go over this amount, and I won't spend any cash on my comic books. I only use this gift card for this week, and that's what my budget is. And I won't do anything else, just to make sure that I don't go over it.
And the gift card is probably a $500 gift card, just so you know. So 500 a week kind of makes sense because he spent 172 just the other day. All right, so I'm just saying.
It was multiple gift cards, and I don't go over 150 a week. But when I don't use it all that week, I could go ahead and push it towards next week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So not as much about Funko Pops. Actually, I ordered like 4 more, and so I have 2 boxes of shelves that I have to like build because I have to put stuff some other place. I don't have any more room, so I need to just build out more stuff. Oh man, I'm gonna do a new tour because I gotta show you all the signed comics I got around here too because it's getting pretty epic, man. It's getting pretty epic.
Well, I seen what that room looked like. Make sure you clean it up before you do the tour, right? Because you got things scattered all over the place. So at least make it look nice so that people don't think black people live in
It's not
like
filthy, you know. Like it's funny 'cause I will leave out our streams and I go up and I clean my house. But this room I like to have because I like once again. You used to talk about a comic book. I know exactly where it is. Bam, that's what it is. I'm always ready. I'm like that kid that's like you can't even find your socks, and I'm like, it's the pair right here.
yeah, exactly.
I don't really read books because they ruin the movies. They ruin good movies. Books, they enhance the movies, man. That's all.
Yeah, some books are better than movies, to be honest with you.
Bryon, are your comics going to be in your will when you pass them on, when you leave them to your family? So I just got them insured. I literally just got my comics all insured. We're looking at, I think right now is my last thing was 120,000 or something, 140,000.
What's your address, Bryon?
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you.
I think I have it already. I sent you something, so I got your address. I'm gonna have to call up some of my boys and be like, "Yo, he's at work. Go get it."
But it's insured, so it's okay. I'll get my money for it. Because honestly, I'm going to, as my kids have to go to college, I'm going to start selling. I'll start with the ones that I don't love because I have so much stuff I love. There's some things over there that I just put to the side. I don't want anyone to know. Like I have a safe full of like comics and like certain collectibles and signature stuff.
I got you.
So all right, we got. He was great in Dynamite. He said, "Stop it."
Guess that's for me, but I don't care. I ain't stopping. I'm gonna keep going.
I'm about to make waffles right now and have coffee.
Nice.
The eggs are too expensive to juggle. It's that what I'm saying, and I want to eat them. Make me mad. Say, Bryon, you should have said no, baby girl. Eggs are expensive.
You know.
I was so mad, and then so my wife was laughing at me because she knows I eat eggs pretty much every morning. This is what I do. Because eggs are a perfect food. If you want to be a little fit, whatever, eggs are perfect. Even the cholesterol eggs really kind of works for you, and I love eating them. So when I came up, I was like, "Where are all the damn eggs at?" And then I looked outside at broken eggshells. I'm like, "What? You didn't even clean up after the evidence, so I know exactly who did it." Oh my god, I'm so mad. I remember my juggling phase when I was a little kid. Yeah, man. But usually use a ball. You don't have to use
tennis balls. We didn't use eggs. I got my butt whooped if I had breaking some eggs to juggle. Oh no, hell
no. Eli says I have a problem with the Lanterns trailer. Jordan says the only human. What happened to Guy Gardner? Glad he mentioned Chip. I'm thinking this is before. That's what I'm thinking, which doesn't make any sense because Guy's before John. So it's weird. I don't know. I don't know. Star Wars would be better if every now and then someone stepped in a Wookiee or Ewok poop. That'll make more sense. Like, what you doing? I've seen so many new hamburger spots since the CEO of Burger King war kicked off. No, CEO Burger war kicked off. Yeah, I would say burgers are hard to really change. And it's just about quality and being able to do the same thing over and over again. But if you don't go to Culver's, go to Small Cheval. Small Cheval has some fireburgers. I will say that.
Mm.
Damn $500. I ain't spend no damn $500.
Yes, he does.
This deal.
Yes, he does. Yes,
Maybe
he
a month. Maybe a month. By the way, in Ted season 2, Seth MacFarlane used AI to portray himself as Bill Clinton in the Ted season 2 Dunkin's donut scene. Why?
Interesting.
Why? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, he does stuff. I'm like, why?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna watch it. So there's too much stuff out there to watch. Like Ted 2 would be like the last if there's nothing else to watch, I'll put it on. But other than that, I'm good.
How many species of Pokemons are there? There are my spending, but that's my spending budget.
Oh my god,
Infinite?
Pokemon. Yeah. Yeah.
God forbid more Pokemon species are made. Bryon, I'll send you a picture later of the Funko Pops I ordered that I'll be getting in April. Cool, very cool. I can't. I have only like maybe 7 or 8 in pre-order because I know when I go to C2E2, I want to get the C2E2 exclusive Funko Pops too. So I got the Human Torch. I got the new Jean Grey. Got Lex Luthor. Got the new Magneto one they did. Of course, I got Mr. Terrific. Yeah, so I got a couple around here. Yeah. Oh, so what you say? I'll send you a picture. No, he said that I have my movies insured at $2,000 worth of insurance. I haven't insured my movies, but I do have about 650 now. What's up? What's up, Akers?
What's up?
Well, fall trailer next week. Austin Abrams from Weapons and Josh Brolin are trapped inside a whale. It's a disaster movie. Will you see it? No.
Nope.
Not at all. So we'll cry over spilled eggs.
Mm-hmm.
I literally eat eggs every morning. So I feel a little bit incomplete right now. So I love eggs too because, but the mornings that they give me gas, the older you get, but I use them as fuel. So like it's a really good quality protein. So when I go and I like to lift and do stuff, that protein really pushes through.
Yeah, 100.
I once juggled and dropped plates on the floor. My mom beat the hell out of me with a Mexican shoe. At one time, I'm gonna tell you this story. My mom, so I lived in the house it was really sectioned off. And I ran out of the kitchen because I did something to my mom. I said something to my mom. My mom took her shoe off and threw it. And I promise you, it went around the corner and hit me in the head as I'm running down the hallway. Like, I don't know how she threw this like frisbee ass like shoe, but I couldn't believe what she did. I was like, I was so amazed. I wasn't even mad. I was like, you're amazing. Bryon, do you crack eggs in a cup and then drink them raw like Rocket? Hell no. I cook the hell out of those things. Yeah, so Atlantis takes place the same time frame as Superman movie, which makes it even less sense by Guy Gardner.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're trying to say he's not human. I don't know. Nathan Fillion's guy will appear in Lanterns.
Yeah.
Even the show named Lanterns pisses me off. And I'll get to that a little later too.
Mm-hmm.
Carl's Jr. has my favorite burger spot. Like, yeah, Carl's Jr. and Hardee's. I understand that. They're okay. Ted 2 will be the first thing I watch. I've been waiting. It's all right. Man, we are still. No chance Seth has any control over his animated stuff now. It's written by interns. I think he probably used that as right of first refusal. But that's probably why it's still new. So I mean, it's the same stories over and over again.
Exactly.
Funko Pop sounds like a condition you get when you don't clean your sports cups enough, or you don't wash your hands after reading all your comic books. Seth MacFarlane's the new American Dads. The 2 episodes has been great so far. Seth, he's busy. I don't think he writes all that stuff though anymore. But that's what I think. He has writers to do a lot of stuff. But he has to read a lot of these lines.
Yeah. Overseeing it. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, okay, let's do this. Don't do that. Yeah.
Thanks, Fernando, and everyone. I am making Welsh rabbit for breakfast. Wow, rare bit for breakfast. I'm going to have to make some eggs if y'all keep coming on. Carozo and the eggs is fire.
Interesting.
Chorizo and eggs is fire.
Mm.
Chorizo and eggs is fire. Frisbee shoe is some Three Stooges type gag, dude. It was nuts. She hit me, and I was like, "How did you do this?" I don't know if it bounced off a wall or what. So much, I didn't stop running. I came back and asked her, like, "What was? How did you do that?" She's still mad at me, so I got popped in the mouth. But yeah, whatever. I seen the sling in her chakram. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whataburger is the best. Whataburger is not good. Whataburger
Really?
is not good.
Mm.
That shoe turned the corner. It was Seinfeld's episode where Kramer got spit on by Joe DiMaggio.
Oh yeah, I remember that episode.
You ever been? So I've been hit by shoes with my mom. I've been hit by ironing boards. I've been hit by. She once threw an iron at me.
Listen, you ever watch Bugs Bunny, right? And Coyote, whatever, and then you see someone running way in the distance, and then he disappears, and they throw something, and he pops a boom, right?
Yeah.
So one time, me and my friends were walking, right, and there was like our mall, but they have this hill to go down in the parking lot, right? Winter time. So one of my boys was acting a fool. He was like, ah! So he ran, he jumped on a cardboard and went down that, slid down that hill, right? My other friend picked up an ice and he went like this. And I kid you not, the minute he hit the bottom of the hill, it went boop. And he was lying down flat, rolling down the rest of the hill. It was hilarious. I could not believe he had that much aim and hit him right on his head like that. That was funny, bro.
Dude, that's
That was
terrible.
funny.
That's awful. That's a terrible friend. My dad made me drink a glass of eggs when I was training to make football team in high school.
Yeah.
That doesn't help. I don't understand. It doesn't help. So Five Guys burgers are okay. Their fries are better than their burgers though.
Agreed.
Well, Gunn, retcon Stewart's backstory is John a Marine. That was kind of crazy. Did the Guardians watch over him as a kid, like the original comics, or was it? Or they're gonna find that it was Hal Jordan that watched over him as a kid. Will he cover the executives in oil for being racist like the first appearance? No, he won't. But there's a lot of things in there that I just find problematic. So we'll get to that. Let's get through your guys' comics because we need to get to the next one. Good burger from them, in my opinion. Okay. I'm okay with that. If you like it. That's why older women are better than young ladies. Their eggs are already cooked.
I like that.
Oh, man, that's crazy. What are your best favorite supporting performances ever?
Yeah, that's a tough question. I don't know.
I was watching this morning. I was watching The Shawshank Redemption, right? And who's the supporting character? Is it Tim Robbins or is it Morgan Freeman?
Yeah, that's the question.
And whichever one you gonna say, I'm gonna go with that one. And then my next one will be, you got the Joker from The Dark Knight.
Okay, just really
no. Say it. Say it was great. Say it was great. I want to hear it. I want to hear you say.
Nope. Nope. Not having
it. He believes it, guys. He believes it 100%.
Not having it.
What are the best directed action scenes? I think The Matrix. I think when I saw the 1999, those scenes changed the way film was made and the way we saw in the camera angles. I think it's one of the best things I've ever seen. So I think those are the best directed action scenes.
I'm gonna go with Revenge of the Sith, the lightsaber battle at the end.
I mean, it's a good action. That's a good one. What's the best scenes made on a bridge? I'm gonna go again with The Matrix.
The highway scene.
Yep, I'm gonna go with that one.
Yeah, the highway scene was
Reloaded. I'm gonna go with that one.
Yeah, the highway scene's fire.
Will you watch the new Kenan and Kel comedy 31 Candles for Halloween? I guess I have to. It's my childhood, so it'd be wrong for me to not do it.
Probably not.
Yeah. Until I tell him it's good, he's like, "Ah, well, I'll check it out." And he
Mm-hmm.
said it was caca.
Most likely.
Five Guys fire. Their fries are to die for. Yeah, their fries are good. The fries are
Mm-hmm.
good. So Brennan there was a second spitter. Oh, okay. So Acres Matrix 2 Highway Scene is the best. Yes, I agree. It was just so well done. It was so hard to do. But I will say Bad Boys, when they all the cars are flipping around and all that stuff in that scene, that's pretty good too. But it's nothing like the Matrix.
Yeah.
The Highway Scene for the Matrix Reloaded is the best car chase ever. Yeah. Way better than Fast and Furious, where you throwing cars and you jumping off cars to say catch people in the air.
Becoming Superman and shit. Yeah.
Said Morgan Freeman is the best supporting one. I guess but the story is told in his point of view.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard. Like, it seems like Andy Dufresne is the focus of it, right? So Tim Robbins should be the lead, but it's all in Morgan Freeman's point of view.
Yeah.
He's the storyteller, so Michael Clark Duncan in the Green Mile.
Very good choice.
Would he be a supporting actor? Because he is.
Yeah, I think he was supporting.
Wow, because the whole once again, this is nothing. It's all about him.
Yeah.
But I guess he dies and it's still.
Yeah. LDG, what's up?
Ever. I want to go with the battle for the at Minster from the Return of the King. Minster, yeah.
Yeah. Fire.
John Wick movies have a really good action directed scenes. They do. And it's fast, but not too fast. So I give you that. Final Destination 2, best highway bridge scene.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you that one too. Yeah, I'm gonna give you that one too. Because I don't like to drive behind a truck anymore after that one. You know what I mean?
If I see Longs driving, I'm like, gotta get off.
Yeah. No, that's not happening.
The bridge scene in MI3, of course, Tom Cruise. He loves Tom Cruise. I avoid logging trucks. I will forever. I think I'll forever avoid logging trucks.
Facts.
I've never had Five Guys, but I did miss that college phase. Five Guys is pretty good though. I will say
Five Guys pretty good.
You said we LDG. What's up, man?
LDG?
Says thanks for Stacy. No problem. Worst bridge fight, Transformers. I'm gonna go once again with Fast and Furious. I hate that.
Too silly. Yeah.
Man, so weird. It's all of them. Just all of them. What would be better, Riddler, Dustin Hoffman, 1988, or Seth Rogen right now?
Dustin Hoffman.
Give me neither.
Yeah, that too.
Neither.
That too.
Who's the main Star Wars in Star Wars? Harrison Ford or Mark Hamill? Main character in Star Wars. So this
Mark
man. Hamill. What really? You said it's Mark Hamill?
Yeah, he's the main character, but Harrison Ford is the best.
Okay.
Han Solo is the best. Harrison Ford is the best, but Mark Hamill he's the lead.
So my bitch said I don't want either Riddler. Yesterday, my mom bought me Robert Pattinson's Batmobile Lego set. Go ahead, Anto. Hate on something else.
Hey, man, I'm happy for you.
Hey, he didn't hate. Look at him. My favorite Tom Cruise film was probably Collateral.
It's good.
That's really good, actually. Is that my favorite? Because Tom Cruise has a lot of stuff. Top Gun is really good. There's a lot of Tom Cruise things that are really good. So I'm not sure if that's my favorite. So I avoid logging trucks like back spraying that urinal.
Facts.
So Final Destination highway scene is dramatized. It's traumatizing. It's dude, I'm still fearful of it. So I can't drive behind a hearse. Yeah. Sicarios highway scene when they were on the border. That's pretty good. But I don't think it's better than the Matrix 2. So Dustin Hoffman wanted to play Mario in the 90s. Really?
Interesting.
I couldn't see Dustin Hoffman as fucking Mario. It's
Me
crazy.
neither.
All right. All right, guys. We went through all the comments. We're gonna go on to the next topic because Anzo could do and read all the rest of them going forward. So
Let's
he
do
can
it.
do that.
Next topic. Yeah, let me get it. All right, guys. Next topic is something I think is a hot topic. A lot of you guys been talking about in the comments. It is the Green Lantern. I'll bring up this article real quick, and then I will actually. Why did you switch me back over here?
I didn't. It wasn't me.
I'm
I'm still looking
like, wait, why did it go over there by itself? You see, this is some Timu StreamYard and stuff like that. So we'll be.
I'm like, you just talking and things just happen. I'm like,
I had a problem getting the articles up this morning. I'm like, why is it not working? I had to reset it and all kind of yeah. This team, I like it, but it's definitely a Timu StreamYard. But we're gonna get into the comment this article real quick. Then we're gonna show the trailer, and then we're gonna discuss because I really want to hear what Bryon has to say about this. But this has to do with the Green Lantern artist calls Lantern star Aaron
damn.
Pierre a blah in new trailer review. So first off, this guy they talking about, Ethan Van Scaver.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen him around. Saggy Melonz, if you don't know, she's done a little bit of stuff on him, and he's usually in the comics gate stuff. So there's always some arguments over there. And then when we were doing the Canadian Robin Hood stuff. He had some comments on that too as well. So let's read this. Controversial comic book artist Evan Van Slaver, whatever, has caused an uproar online after referring to Lantern's Aaron Pierre as a F slur during his trailer review.
Mm-hmm.
At one point, Ethan was one of the most prolific artists working in the comic book medium, gathering acclaims for his work on like the Green Lantern Rebirth, Batman, Superman, and several X-Men titles. Really, I didn't know he was that big, but okay. Over the years, however, Van Cheryl's opinions and virtual rants have led to a massive decline in his popularity, and he has once again stirred up controversy online. Um, Van Scarver has previously referred to Superman's Guy Gardner, Nathan Fillion, design as atrocious, stupid looking, and a humiliation, and has now shared his take on the recent trailer for The Lanterns while using a homophobic slur to describe the main cast member. During his stream, Van Scarver calls John Stewart actor Aaron Pierre a F slur and a homosexual. Thanks for the clarification, Ethan, before adding that it's real creepy to hear him talk. I don't I think Aaron Pierre is great. I think he's a good actor. And even if he is gay, who cares? I don't get it. But understandably, this has resulted in a lot of backlash, with many fans tagging James Gunn and calling for Van Sar to be fired. Fired from what, though? He isn't doing anything. The thing is, he hasn't worked for DC Comics since 2018 when he
That's what it's
was
like. What
sent
is it
packing
doing?
for sharing similar reviews. Even so, Van Scalver's comments could obviously land him in hot water depending on who's is made aware of them. But who cares? This guy's a nobody now. Like he used to be something, I guess, and now he's a nobody. He's a regular YouTuber like the rest of us.
You
So
know what he is. No, you know who he is. You know what he
yeah,
is.
yeah.
You know
He's
exactly what that person is.
yeah, they-
He's that these terrible YouTubers out there
yes,
that spit their hate and all this
yes,
other stuff. And it's funny because if he stood in front of Aaron Pierre would probably knock his teeth out his damn mouth. So that's so funny
100%.
that you real big and bad, but you behind the keyboard, but you don't want that smoke. You really don't
And
want
he
that smoke.
and you know he wouldn't say that to his face, right? There is
Uh,
no way you're gonna look at a black man and say, "Hey, you know what? You're yeah, right."
boy, like if I was standing there, I heard him say it, I would knock him out. I don't
Facts,
hear like that.
100%, one
He's
hundred
not
percent.
saying nothing. It's cool, yeah, whatever. I would like that. That's such a terrible person. I would take the hit for him. I was like, hey, Aaron, you got a career. I got this.
Oh, 100%. And that's what I'm saying. It's like you watch these guys and it's like, they think that they're so big and they're this and that. And I'm like, but dude, like, You ain't nobody now. You may have been somebody doing your stuff with DC Marvel and stuff like that, but now you're just a YouTuber like the rest of us. So just shut your mouth and chill. Like, you
Is
know what I
Aaron
mean?
Pierre someone he was dating Tiana Taylor like not too long ago? So like I don't know what is all this stuff, and who are you to say anything? So like when I come in, bro, I promise you, you have a problem. You know, and I think some people just want to hate.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. That whole crew is just about making money, hating. It's always been, and they're still trying to do it. Even though I think a lot of the rhetoric that their stuff is doing is dying down, because if you look at the trendings, the DEI and all that stuff, it's going downhill. I watched a video where they talked about that. Like, so in about another 5 years, these guys won't be relevant at all. Let's watch the trailer and let's see, because this is a lot of the stuff. I
Well,
don't know
before
why.
we get to the trailer, I
Yeah,
do
go ahead.
want. Can you go down to the bottom of this article? Not the
Sure.
bottom, like to the middle. There's a post straight out Damon Lindelof's mouth. What he
Oh,
just,
right here.
yeah, right here. It says Stroud.
Okay,
Yeah, go ahead, read that.
straight out of Damon Lindelof's mouth, they removed the green from the title because they thought it was stupid and tells you everything you need to know about the Lanterns. All right, let's hear it.
So, you just announced a Green Lantern show.
It's called Lanterns because we all agreed that the green was stupid. So,
Right.
So now it's just lanterns.
So, Green Lantern, the Lantern. So you can make anything you can imagine.
That if you have this, if you have this magical ring,
Right.
Yes.
And the fights are still close.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Did you hear that? I mean, is this a joke? You know,
I don't get it.
and
I
these are the
don't
guys
get it.
that are writing this stuff. I'm not sure I want to deal with this.
So does that worry you more about
Uh,
the show than anything now?
the fact that that could even be a idea in your mind does make me worry about it, because it we all so let's watch the trailer now. After we said that, let's watch the trailer and tell me what you guys think. Tell me
All right,
what did you guys see there? What did you not see here?
because I'm very interested to your take on the trailer. So let's watch this trailer real quick, and we'll get to that. It's weird that the screen looks like that, but okay. You say Green Lantern throughout the whole trailer, but then say we didn't want to call it Green Lanterns because it was stupid.
So I have a few issues about this whole thing.
Uh, Let's do it.
Um, well, you saw this trailer, right? There wasn't, as you said, there was no green.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like,
Yeah.
and even when Hal Jordan kind of takes off, it looks very weird. You know,
Yeah.
it looked weird. You know, I think they're so afraid to be connected to even anything to do with Ryan Reynolds and that terrible movie that they've misconstrued what's important about Green Lantern.
Mhm.
And you know, the green matters. What do we talk about the color spectrum of all these lanterns and what they mean for each one? Why are these two specifically Green Lanterns? Why are they associated with that itself? I, I just I don't like the way they're doing it. I don't like how antagonistic John Stewart and Hal Jordan are right now. I don't understand the ageism and all that stuff. I don't understand why they're doing that part, because they're not alike, but they never were that bad. It was never that bad. You know, it was a healthy rivalry type of thing, but this seems just very weird you know, in the feeling of it. Once again, I just don't like it being on Earth, because that's not what the Green Lanterns are. You know, I don't like it being on Earth all the time. It's like me watching He-Man and being on Earth 90% of the movie. That's very weird, because what they are, I mean, what at the real core of what a Green Lantern is, I mean, they're really like kind of like space cops. You know,
Mhm.
so that's
Mhm.
kind of what they are. You know, so I look at it and I feel like they don't understand the concept of what it should be doing, right? And there's some things I thought that were cool because you saw John with the Green Lantern, that's your lantern thing. You see, the suit, even though the suit was very much not very green at all. It seems like they're really trying to run away from the idea, that concept of green in itself. And it does feel very True Detective ish, which I'm fine with, but it needs to feel Green Lantern ish too. And it really didn't feel like a Green Lantern thing. And I'm worried about this more and more. I'm getting there. I don't know if the showrunners really understand the importance of what the Green Lanterns are, and then
Geeky
Creed.
sent a $2 super chat. Thank you, Geeky Guy. Much appreciated. He said, I've seen bruises greener than that suit.
The,
Yeah, because
the
they do.
the entire scene is brown. The entire trailer is very brown and nothing eye catching and very just like your old Western type of stuff. And
Mhm.
why? Why was that the way you went with it? So
You know what? I hear what you're saying, but I personally thought it was okay. I get it 100% because this is a TV show, right? So you got to understand that this like intergalactic space cop stuff you're not going to see that much because the budget is going to be way too high for all the CGI to get that right and do it right. So they're grounding it a little bit more on Earth. I understand that. I do agree with you that the back and forth about, oh, you're too old and stuff like this, but I also have a feeling that Hal Jordan is probably going to show him that um he's right, like he's wrong. You know what I mean? Oh, you're too old. No, I'm not. You know what I mean? So I think there's going to be that back and forth where Aaron Pierre's like, oh, you're not good, you're not this, and how Jordan Hal is going to show that he is. But he does say something in the trailer where he says, I'm not, I'm going to be Green Lantern until I die. So he may die at the end of this season.
yeah, no, I totally expect him to die. And we all know where he ends up going, who he ends up becoming.
Yeah, yeah.
But I just look at it. I just think that it doesn't make sense because like they're so weird. Everything just looked not like Green Lanterns. I mean,
Hmm.
even the idea, because I said like, what if Hal Jordan's been looking after John Stewart since he was a kid. So the storyline is John Stewart's been looked at. The core, they've been looking for him ever since he was little. So that's
Hmm.
a big thing. So I just I don't understand why they're not using any of the comic book. I feel like they're going to go very far away from comic books or anything that Green Lantern is really about. Um, any volume 1, 2, 3, whatever you want to do, I feel like they're going to go away from that, and I'm not sure I enjoy that. I don't enjoy what they're doing. I'm going to still be going and give it an opportunity. I just didn't think this was a very good trailer. When you're trying to encourage people to come see your show, and you want to encourage people also that love Green Lantern to watch this, I think they did a bad job of highlighting those great things.
Well, kind of doesn't make sense. We got a Green Lantern in the Superman movie, so why hide the powers? Why hide the suit? You know what I mean? Why not show that stuff to get people more invested? Because you're right. To you, to me, and to you, I guess it looks more like a buddy cop show than any like superhero stuff. Except for him flying at the end. So I can understand you showing a little bit more, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be bad. I think it's gonna be pretty good. I'm the only thing
I
I'll
don't know.
say this is, um, how much mentoring did Hal actually do to John Stewart in the comic?
Okay, so they're only like 10 years apart in the comic books. it's not
Hmm.
there's not like there's this huge 30-year age gap,
Right.
which
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought that was weird in the casting and from the beginning. Like, what are we
Hmm.
doing? Like they're the contemporaries. We're more than anything. So I think so. I want to say it's like Green Lantern, like 87. I want to say it's when the first time we see John Stewart. I, I thought
Okay.
that was volume 3, but I think it's volume 2 now. I'm thinking about it. I think it's volume 2. But they're similar in age. So I don't know why they decided to do it this way. Um, but I want this to be good. I want it to be good. I just not sure it will. I'm not sure, or it won't feel like Green Lanterns.
Uh,
And
absolutely.
if you're gonna call it lanterns and we're coming in the DC universe and we're doing all this stuff, they should feel like Green Lanterns.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that trailer specifically didn't feel like Green Lanterns, and that bothers me.
Really? Okay. I mean, I could see that. I think we'll get a lot of Green Lantern in it, but I think it's gonna be like one of those shows where, like kind of like Daredevil, where you don't see them do Green Lantern stuff until like the final couple of episodes,
And
which will be
and
a
what did we say
problem.
about Daredevil?
Yeah, yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It'll be a problem if they do that. 100%. It'll definitely be a problem. We want to know what you guys think. Let us know what you think. We're gonna get back into the comments. You guys interested in the Green Lantern show? Are you excited to see it? Or do you think like Brian is and you're worried about it? Because again, let's not act like James Gunn's universe right now is kicking off everything, because it's kind of like, you
This
know what
might
I
be his
mean?
last gasp. I don't know what you're talking about. This might be it. It might be his last hurrah.
Oh yeah, definitely, because we got another topic on that already. So let's get into that too later on. But Eli said there are 3 uses of the F word in the trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, James Gunn has always been more of a, you know, it doesn't have to be PG type of thing.
Mhm.
So he's gonna say the curse words and stuff like that. Like what he did with Peacemaker. You had a whole orgy. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Oh, I have the video of this if you want it. Which video? Let us know. He said, "Oh crap." Then after the other Final Destination came out, someone actually got stuck into an MRI. Really? Oh, Brian, did you get the article I sent you about the Game of Thrones movie that's in development? I sent the article to you a few days ago from Variety of Hollywood Reporter.
Okay, we'll look at that. And actually, I'll talk about it on Monday too.
Crappy Game of Thrones, and nobody cares about that crap. Are you a Hackers fan? And if you're not, why?
Angelina
Com-
Jolie and hackers, bruh. I mean, ma'am, whatever. Stacy, fire,
But were you
fire.
really convinced that Angelina Jolie
Do
was
I
a
care?
hacker?
Do I care?
You know what I
I
mean?
had, I had no problem. First of all, I thought the movie was fire. And I thought it was really interesting. But man, I don't care. Man, she was making hackers and then she made Gia. Man, she was on fire for about 5 years straight. Good lord.
Mm. Said I was hoping you would talk about it today, either on here or the Spoiler Kings.
No, we're probably gonna do it Monday when we do all the stuff.
Mm. Hal Jordan, are you kidding me? I'm the only human. One of them is an effing squirrel.
Yeah, even though Guy Gardner, as we said, Guy Gardner's there, and Guy Gardner didn't just get
Yeah,
his powers. So,
yeah,
and we just saw if it's that during the same time as the Superman movie, then that makes no sense.
yeah. You're right. You're right. Hackers, legacy, Queel
Oh
soon.
no, we don't need it because you can't do it
Mm-mm.
anymore. Because hackers, is, I mean, you're gonna be based in Japan or
Yeah,
China.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah, yeah.
that's what you can do. I mean,
She's still around, still around. She's doing some stuff every now and then. Check out her channel. Kevin Kanye was gay and everyone loved him. Yeah,
Pierre's not even gay, so I don't even know what we do. Or if he is, who gives a crap?
facts. 100%. 100%. Like, why do we care about what people do in their private lives again? You know what I mean? It's just stupid. And I think, again, these guys, I'm gonna tell you, these guys, they don't just do these things because, well, part of it because they're racist and homophobic too, but they know it's gonna bring them views. It's know
Mhm.
they're gonna have a viral moment, which means cha-ching for them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So whatever they're gonna do, it's gonna do because they know it's gonna get them money. That's it. Like you can't sit here and listen to everything these clowns say, because they don't even believe half of the stuff they say, to be honest with you.
Mhm.
He said, ring design different than guys. People complaining. Suit hanging in closet. Shown in comics. Glad no full lantern suit shown being worn. I think they're trying to hide the suit, and I'm okay with
Mhm.
that. You know what I mean? I'm okay with that.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, there's things that I don't bother. I don't mind about that.
Yeah, me neither. Same here. Like just as long as it looks better than what we got in that crappy ass movie. You know what I mean? Ethan is jealous. What a peck. Aaron Pierre, however, is hetero. Yeah,
Yeah, he said
100%.
it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
but it shouldn't even be a common thing that we're talking about. That's what's so weird. Like this, that shouldn't even be what you're worried about.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. Like, and you know what's funny? Because I always go back to this thing where Arsenio Hall did his show, and there were some gay guys in the crowd. And they're like, "Oh, you don't, not everybody wants to people to know, so we don't know how many people that like are gay in the show." You know what I mean? Or in other shows, just because they haven't come out. So to sit there and be like, "Oh, well, we're gonna call everybody gay and stuff," it doesn't matter. Who cares? Are they doing a good job? Yes.
And
Who
does it bother
cares?
you? Is anything about this going to bother you? Why are you worried about it?
You know what I mean? He ain't hitting on you, so you're good, right?
Oh man,
Aaron is very handsome man too. Yeah. Well, I mean,
I,
I guess
yeah, that's fine. I still don't.
yeah,
I still don't think he's the look I wanted for Jon Stewart. But I think he. What I've seen in the trailer, as much as I don't like the trailer, I thought he seemed like Jon Stewart
yeah,
in the
yeah,
trailer. If that makes
yeah,
sense, like
yeah, yeah.
the way he was acting.
So,
Was
Brian, is it a possibility that they actually got the best man for the job?
no, Sterling K. Brown's the best job man for the job. Are you gonna argue me with Sterling K. Brown?
I don't know if he could play it though. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I think right now it looks like Aaron Pierre might be the best job for the job. I'm just saying. I'm not
Sterling K.
saying he's better.
Brown is Jon
I'm not.
Stewart.
I'm not saying he's a better actor than Sterling K. Brown. I'm just saying he might
Sterling
be a
K.
better
Brown
fit.
is literally who Jon Stewart is. It's
Nah,
literally who he
nah.
is.
Only because he's
Oh,
dark skinned. That's the only reason why he's saying that, bro.
not
We
because he's a
already
great
know.
actor or the voice of him or anything like that.
Yeah, no,
Okay,
you're only saying that
okay.
because he's dark skinned. We know that.
Nah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I saw the trailer 4 times. It's really good in my opinion, but I understand why some folks are complaining. I think some folks just want to complain. At least Brian has some kind of valid arguments, but
I worry about what they're going to do, and I think a lot of people should be worried about it. And I think that we might get to it, and it'll have that same feeling that Daredevil did.
yeah, 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 I think so too,
Yeah,
and that's a
you're
problem.
right, Mama Bear. Phil Lamar is literally Jon Stewart because he's the voice of Jon Stewart. So you're right about that.
You see, there you go, Mama Bear. You see, don't listen to this guy.
Don't let listen to this guy.
Like if we had fan casting, Brian would be the worst at it. Like
Oh, I'll
absolutely
be
worst.
amazing at it.
Worst,
Amazing.
worst fan casting
I
ever.
actually know what the person's supposed to be. Unlike some people, you just going off whatever everyone else
Worst,
talking about.
worst, absolute worst. The
You still
bald
have
guy,
you still have Holly Berry as Storm. Oh, it's fine. Shut up.
probably not,
It's-
probably not.
but she's
But
good looking.
I wouldn't be like, oh, because just be like this
No, I
dark
don't.
skinned chocolate mama to do it. No, I wouldn't. You know what I
Oh
mean?
no, now you want to
I
open that
want,
can? You want to
I
open
want,
that can?
I want to see what you look. If you look good in the little suit there, then you might have the job. I'm just saying.
Man.
The bald guy with the two goons in the trailer shot at the dinner is atrocious. By the way, really atrocious. Okay,
So that means he's an alien. Okay. Okay.
yeah, he's gonna be the bad guy in the show. So, well, the lantern's color depends on what planet they're defending. Like I heard, if Krypton wasn't destroyed, Kal-El was meant to be the blue lantern.
No, so the lanterns are really about your personality and the way the things that you do. So each
Yeah,
lantern means something totally different. So I don't have it all up, but like yellow means something, red means something. It's
yeah.
about your personality overall. You know,
I think the Lantern series looks like this because they still got PTSD from the Ryan Reynolds version of Green Lantern. Very
Mhm.
possible.
I
I'm
think
starting to get. Yeah, go ahead.
I
What
think
you
that
say?
is what it is. I
Yeah,
think that's what they're worried about.
me too. I'm starting to get worried. Casting looks amazing, but I don't know. I can understand that. I think it's going to be good. I think there's going to be good. It may have a lot of issues, like Brian said. If we get to the point where we don't see the suit until like episode 5, and there's freaking 8 episodes, that's going to be a problem. I'm a first
Real
step.
quick, so lanterns are rage, right? Orange are
Hmm.
greed, yellow is fear, green lanterns are willpower. So that's what you need to be showing with green lanterns, the willpower. The reason we talking about blue lantern for Superman is because of hope. Well, what does the S mean?
Hope.
You know, it's
Yeah.
hope. So that's it has nothing to do with the sun or any of that stuff. Where the planet is, it has everything to do with the person and their character.
Mhm.
Indigo Tribe is passion. The Violet is love. Black Lantern, of course, is death. White Lanterns is life, but you don't have a lot of White Lanterns. And Ultraviolet is the visual, emotional spectrum. So they're each one means something that has more to do with their actual personality, who they are, their beings. So
Makes sense. Warner Brothers Paramount calls you and they want to make a final destination with Scream. What do you say? Scream destination. Every time Ghostface is about to kill, Grim Reaper will stop him. Ghostface at stab conventions. Yeah, no. Sorry.
I would say this: it'd be really cool if you see multiple ghost faces that are dying.
Don't want to see that crossover. I'm good. I have no problem with the trailer because it's a trailer. I believe Jimmy Guns, James Gunn,
Jimmy, he lives in Jimmy Guns.
Jimmy Guns, and HBO track record is solid for me. I got you. I
No,
got
but
you.
I think a trailer is supposed to make you want to go see something. So sometimes it needs to highlight and get with this. I don't think it really does. I don't think it does.
I think you need to at least have shown some kind of construct or some kind of, maybe show the suit. That little scene of the suit's not good enough. James Gunn might not really respect the character like he did with Guardians. Eh, Marvel for life. Hey guys,
What up,
not a DC
SGs? How you
comic
doing,
fan.
G's?
Whatever. Hey,
G's
Marvel for
amazing.
life.
Hey,
100%. I agree with you. 100%.
G's
G.
is amazing. Awesome. So glad you're here. Can't wait to talk to you more. So awesome.
Absolutely. Greenstone said,
The
"I
G's.
pops. I'ma need that rang up out of
The
here."
Pops. He's just like, hey, Pops, I don't need that rank about you, bro.
Facts. Gunn said part of Stewart's backstory is he's an artist. Can't wait to see his constructs. He also said everything is connected. Creatures Commando, Peacemaker, Superman, A Man of Tomorrow. Yeah, yeah, we know. Everything is connected, right? For sure.
Even the comic books are supposed to be very connected to what they're doing and the reason why they're doing stuff. So yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Brian's background jersey shirt is greener than that suit. Facts.
100%.
But remember, it's a trailer, right? So I think we're gonna see an actual. It's gonna be brighter when they put it on him, hopefully. But then again,
It might
kind
not.
of, look at Guy Gardner's suit in Superman. You know what I mean? So
But he sold. He was with another company that was paying him for all this stuff.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, 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 yeah. But he still had like the green on it and stuff, kind of. But it wasn't as, like I said. I think they want to get away from that CGI green that was Ryan Reynolds' movie
but
for
you don't have to
sure.
do that, but you could do still respect to the Green Lantern and what a green is. I mean, you still need to have respect to it.
Yeah, for sure. Lantern is a detective story, not an action show. Yeah, that
Hmm.
might be the problem.
Hmm.
That might be the problem, Eli. You know what I mean? Why doesn't John have a ring? You can't choose who gets to be a lantern. The ring chooses.
Yep.
Exactly. Exactly. And the
All that
fact that
doesn't make sense.
it seemed like they fighting over one ring, like that wouldn't even make sense. You know what I mean? So wait, so that means John Stewart's not gonna have the ring throughout the series?
It
Like,
just
what are we
means you have to
doing?
kill someone off for no reason.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't like it either. Hollywood just has to take everything on Earth, Transformers, Master Universe in the 80s. Yeah, because the CGI to do something like that is going to be expensive back in the day. So now they have the technology, they're higher spending on budgets. So we don't need to spend Eternia on like a whole half a movie on Earth for He-Man. We don't need to do that. Why are you toxing Galactic Space Adventure characters and making them a Yellowstone
Stone.
style show? Yeah, yeah,
That's exactly what I don't really always agree with some key guy, but I agree 100% what you're saying right this. That makes no sense.
yeah. No, I agree with that 100%. Anzo, here's an idea. Why not just make it animated like Creatures Commando? That's why they can explore the galactic side.
It's
Um, b-
HBO. You got $25 million that you can spend on each show. You can make it in space. You could go back and forth. You could go through the beginnings to a lot of this stuff and then still have the space element to it. You don't have to do it this way. They're
I
choosing to.
agree. I agree. And I also think that Green Lantern deserves live actions. It's, you know what I mean? Like, we don't want to do that. He has quit the Lantern several times in the comics. Yeah.
Oh, Hal's been different things. Yeah, and
How
that's
is
what
Hal
we told
flying
me
without
the construct.
construct?
Yeah, or not even using the ring and showing the greenness of it and showing what it is.
Hmm.
That didn't make sense either.
Absolutely.
Even the outline, like what are we doing?
They've already gone far from the basic lore. Yeah.
Hmm.
Is Hal older than John in the comics?
He surely is. Like it's maybe like I'm telling you, 10 might be even pushing it. It might be a lot less than 10.
Yeah.
They're very similar age. Can you imagine a 42-year-old and a 37-year-old guy? It's like that.
Hmm. I'm tired of the backstories for an introduction to a new character, but I like the way Gunn is making John Stewart's backstory. Okay.
I think you can't mess up too much of the backstory. It doesn't have to be shot for shot, thing for thing, but it does have to be the same understanding and the same breath. And that's all I say. You know,
I still think Ryan Reynolds is a good pick for Green Lantern. You're the same one that said Jonathan Majors isn't that good of an actor, so I don't take anything you say seriously, Dwan. Sorry. Sorry. This is like a 48 hours reboot almost. Yeah, but
yeah,
probably not
yeah,
as good.
and shouldn't be doing that. That's not what
Yeah.
Green Lanterns are.
Yeah. John Lewis appeared in 1971.
Yeah, but what I'm talking about issue number. I believe the
Nah.
issue number is number 87. It might be 85. I know it's in the 80s, but I think it's 87 is the one. I think it's volume 2. I know it's volume 2. I think it's 87. So
Yeah, well, John's first appearance is Green Lanterns
oh
Volume
yeah, yeah,
2,
volume 2, yeah,
87,
yeah, so, yeah,
released in 1971.
yeah. So that's
EVS Colin Aaron and F. Slur. Yeah.
yes.
Would you like DC programs called Mr. and Mrs. Freeze? No.
That's funny.
No. Lanterns doesn't look very good. That's okay. It looks okay to me, but it is
I
what
don't
it
think it
is.
looks. I don't think it looks. It didn't do what a trailer's supposed to do. Give you
I bet
highlights of something and make you want to watch it. That's all I'm saying.
it made me want to watch it. I'm good.
Yeah, but
I like the
you got
chemistry.
terrible taste. So I
Oh
mean,
my
come on.
god.
So once we know that
Here we
you like
go.
it, then what
Here
you
we
should do
go.
is let him watch something and say, "Did you like it?" And they say, "Yeah, I liked it." And they say, "Oh well, then I'm gonna do the exact opposite. Let's find a trailer that is do the exact opposite. Everything that he says happen, we're gonna do the opposite of what it is, and then it'll be
You,
good."
you know what's messed up, right? Because I always say that Bryon is always liking everything, right? And then when he doesn't like something, I do. So that
Right.
goes to show you that his taste is bad. We
Yeah,
already know that. We ain't listening to Bryon.
everyone here knows what he thinks about the Dark Knight. So come on,
And I'm not
whose taste
wrong.
is bad? Whose taste is bad?
I'm not wrong. I'm sure there are some fine ass hackers out there. Uh,
I think so. And Angelina Jolie when in like was 98, bruh.
Yeah, I still don't buy it. I'm sorry. Just like I didn't buy Chris Hemsworth as a hacker in that movie either.
Yeah, but he
He
was
said
typing like this.
to be honest, I don't hate Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern movie. It's pretty good. I don't see the hate. Oh my
Even
lord,
Ryan Reynolds
Anik
hates Ryan Reynolds
Jones.
Green Lantern movie.
This is why you have horrible takes, bro. You can't talk to me about my takes anymore. You talking about the Green Lantern movie isn't that bad.
even even Ryan Reynolds, did he shoot himself when he picked up the Green Lantern?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this looks like a good script. Don't
If you
watch
li- if
it.
you like Black Adam and Shang-Chi, the Green Lantern movie is good. What? How? Both of
No.
those movies are better than a Green Lantern movie. I'm
It's like
sorry.
Green Lantern's here, Black Adam's about here, Shang-Chi is much up here. So like,
Yeah. In my opinion, the best John Stewart was in Smallville.
okay, the
No,
best John Stewart's in the cartoon.
yeah, 100%. Phil Lamar is literally John. Okay, you said that on.
Yeah.
Yeah, read that one. I was talking about Damon Lindelof removing Green thing as a
It's a joke.
joke. I
It's a
got you.
joke. Yeah, which I don't know if it actually is, and that's why I think when we've seen this trailer and we see the lack of green. I don't know how much of a joke it really is.
Mm-hmm. Ando, that's a huge point you're making. With all the pressure, there are people being forced out of the closet before they're ready or want to. Thank you so much for addressing that. Oh, no problem, man. Always,
Yeah,
always.
and why?
Mm-hmm.
And so why do that? I don't know why that's even a thing. So
It shouldn't matter. Who cares? People can be as they are without the pressure to be identified by what they are. 100%. And then again, at the end of the day, what somebody does in their private life is none of your
it's their
business.
personal thing. So why even worried about it? Yeah, no.
It's none of our business what he's doing in his private life. So if he likes to be a top or bottom, that's none of our business. You know what
I
I
don't care
mean?
what
Like,
he does in your own home. As long as it's legal, do
and
whatever you
not
want
hurting
to do.
anybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And even to me, like sometimes I say people are like, oh, um, because here in Canada, of course, you guys know they legalize weed. But I'm
Mhm.
like, at the end of the day, just legalize it all. Right? As long as someone is not hurting anybody to do what they're doing, if you want to sit at home and you want to smoke crack, then that should be someone's God given right to sit at home and waste their life away smoking crack as long as they ain't hurting nobody.
Yeah, but that's the problem. It does hurt, eventually hurt someone because it gets you to a point where you're addicted to something, and then you will do whatever because you're not in your right mind. So anytime you're right now in your right mind, unless you can be guaranteed you're locked in your house, I don't know if you can do that because you
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
lock
no, no, no.
someone
Yeah,
out in
crack.
your house.
Yeah, but crack isn't the same as it used to be, bro. I know a lot of functional crackheads right now at this point. Like functional, go to work every day, handle their business. I think the worst drugs right now are like the fentanyl and stuff like that. Like crack and cocaine, those are like record. They're becoming like weed.
If anytime you can it distorts your opinion and it makes you act differently and not have the same level of clear headedness, then you have to keep them out off the streets. And if it ever going to get to a point where your addiction is so bad that you might harm someone else, then that's when you have an issue.
Yeah, of course, 100%. But at the same time, you still got to let people live their lives and live it the way they want to do it. If somebody wants to sit at home and drink alcohol for the rest of their life, that's their life, right? We don't know the type of drama and pain that people go through. We don't know all of that. So at the end of the day, to sit there and be like, "Oh, you're a piece of crap because you smoke chronic or smoke weed or do crack," it's just not the same anymore. Like let people do long as you ain't hurting nobody, because I see people rob people for weed, right? So you can sit there and say, like, I see
And if it
people
became too
who
much of an issue, then they'll have to make a law to do that. But my problem is that if it's not an issue, then don't do it. Don't make laws just for for law's sake. But if you're doing it for a reason because you have actual evidence and science type of evidence that's doing something other than what alcohol or weed does, because it really it doesn't. It's not a thing that changes the way you view your mind. It doesn't change the chemistry in your brain to that.
alcohol does.
It doesn't change the chemistry of your brain. No, it does not. It opens up a lot of your inhibitions. It does a lot of, but it doesn't change the chemistry of your brain.
Yeah, yeah, it does.
It doesn't.
You you
The
you ever
actual
see you ever
word
seen that?
chemistry of your brain, and
You,
I want to tell you what cocaine actually does to the
you,
chemistry of your brain.
you ever see a woman who's drunk?
It could change your perception, not the chemistry of your brain.
Mm. I was almost done with the series. I was on the fifth book, and then it's a 7 book series. I got you.
Oh,
Blue equals hope, red hate, sapphire love, got you. Red is rage, orange is jealousy. Who are y'all taking home from the club if you're single? Prime Halle Berry or Prime Angela Bassett? Halle Berry.
whoever will go with me, shit.
which means he's going which means he's going home alone because ain't none of them going with him. So
Oh,
I'm just saying.
man, if it was me or you, come on. Your own mama would choose me. Come on.
I can't think of the rest. Oh, that was with Danny's comments. Danny, I
Oh,
see
you
you in
do that
there. What's up, Danny?
that was off his head? Off top of his head?
Yeah, I
Oh,
see you, Danny. I see you.
I know you.
What are the purpose does the Guardians serve in the Lantern Corps? The Guardians? Oh, they're like the Watchers. They watch
Watchers.
over everything. Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, 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 yeah. Same thing. This was an official trailer, not a teaser, according to Gunn.
Yes, it was a
There,
trailer.
there was a Green Lantern cartoon that came out in the 2000s. It was fire. It was showcase each lantern. It was good.
Hmm.
I don't remember what the show was, but I think you're right. Well, I can say I'm not a DC expert. It's okay. It's so fine.
I
It's
don't
fine.
think I don't think any of the people that are even showrunners are DC experts. I'll tell you that much.
DC sucks anyway, so I'm good. John is supposed to be a Marine. Yes, he is. Pea soup
And
vomit
Hal's
is more
supposed to be
green than
in the Air Force.
Air Force pilot. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Pea soup vomit is more green than that suit. Gunn wasn't on the lantern set very much, so that means they're saving $100 million on hair gel. Wow. Wow. HBO knows what they're doing when they write the black and white dude arguing and trashing each other. That
I
kind of
do
makes
believe it.
sense.
I think they do know what they're doing.
Uh,
Exactly.
we got we got a $2 super chat. He says, "So Jonathan Majors can work where he wants to?" No. Why would you say that? I mean, he can. Jonathan Majors has a right to work wherever he wants to. He can. I'm not saying he can't, and he is, but no, he shouldn't be. He should not be doing the movie. I'll say it again, and I'm going to say it on here so everybody knows. Support for Jonathan Majors is a support for Ben, which is a support for the Daily Wire, which is a support for the war in Israel. That's all I'm going to say about that one. That's it. Uh, Anzo's argument for drugs user is perfect for maybe why Jonathan Majors is working for
Mhm.
Shapiro. He ain't hurting no one. Great argument, Anzo. Yes, he is hurting people though, Danny. That's the difference, right? Because he is actually supporting a war in Israel and he was supporting the hatred that these companies are saying about black people. So yes, there is hate.
And I will tell you that the cocaine, the crack in the 80s, what they've done to the black communities has hurt entire communities of people, and it's done very similar stuff. So you saying they're saying cocaine,
Yeah,
crack,
but it's
same
not
thing.
the same
It
as it was in
ruined
the
the
80s
entire
though.
community.
It's not the same as it was in the 80s, though. Crack and cocaine are so much more less potent now than they were in the 80s, right? I'm telling you, I
You
see
don't.
functional crackheads all the time. It wasn't like that before. Just like the weed we smoking now is not the same as we were smoking back in the 80s. A lot stronger. Well, now weed's a little bit
No,
stronger
you
now.
can do whatever you want to do, and all that's is relative. So just because you have a small of people that are doing certain things, there's no reason to allow. He's like, I'm not going to allow you to smoke weed and drive. I'm not going to let you to do all this stuff. So things can still affect other people. It can affect other communities, and it's done, in these communities. So I can't.
But you can smoke weed and drive, though. That's a bullshit narrative that they put out there to say that you can't smoke weed and drive. That's bullshit. That is bullshit. Because when you smoke weed and drive, you're more alert than you're not, right?
Not all
So,
weed is the same, and that's not true.
huh? No,
Not all weed is the
no,
same.
not all weed affects people the same way. All weed
No,
is the same.
no, no. And I can
Weed.
tell you, strands of weed, and this is way left field, but strands of weed are definitely different.
Yes,
Um,
yes,
they're
100%.
and not
Some
just
are
that
stronger. Some are
and
stronger
they
than
do
others. Right, right.
different things. So like there's some things that relax you, that takes your mind off. There's other things that will make you alert. They're totally different. So you can't say it's
Yes,
always the
one
same.
hundred
No,
percent,
it's not.
100%. There are weeds that will do that. That is correct, 100%. Weed. There's sativas and there's indicas, bro. We can't. We're not gonna argue about the weed because I've studied this. I'm a weed connoisseur. There's sativa and there's indicas, right? Sativas are the
Mhm.
ones that will make you relaxed and more, but making you relaxed and more doesn't make it so that you can't drive. Being more,
It makes you less alert and be able to function quickly. So like
absolutely,
look,
absolutely not.
I'm going to send you because actually my sister
You can
actually
set.
is a weed farmer. Is a weed farmer. I don't dare to talk
Yes,
about this.
yes.
I don't
Do you,
dare to
yes,
talk about
yes,
it.
but
But
I
she's a
am a
weed
weed
farmer.
smoker. All right. So
Okay.
let's just put it that way. Weed farmer, weed smoker, there's a totally difference. I've been
And I'm telling
smoking
you that
weed
there's
for almost
different
30
things.
years. You
There's different
cannot tell me
things for each
difference.
one.
Yes, 100%. But you
Very
can't
different.
tell me smoking, driving high and driving drunk are two different things. 100%. Totally. You don't get that type of
And,
um
I'll tell you that some people
inebriation with weed than you do with alcohol. Now,
And
does
then,
some weed affect
it
some people differently?
will alcohol
100%.
affect some people differently?
In
Would
certain
the amount
ways,
of alcohol
but
have the same thing? Would it
so
affect me different? If I, because I'm a bigger person, can handle more alcohol
you can
and
handle
I can
more.
drive it,
You can
and I
hold
can
on.
drive differently,
Hold
it's
on,
one
hold
of
on,
those
hold on,
things.
hold on, hold on. You can handle more. But if you go over your limit, you will have the same effects that I will have because we're both drunk. It's different with weed. It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. It's not.
I will
It's
disagree, and it will
I
be, if you can't say that it's going to be the same thing in everyone's body, then and I'll tell you the evidence of what that is and how many nanograms of whatever would do a bodily substance would affect your
bro,
judgment, and every person is different. So like
I know all
if
of
you
that.
can't say one thing for everybody, then you can't say that it doesn't affect your driving, because some people get stuck. So you can't say that.
Okay, but some people, yes, that's why I said some people may have a
So you
certain
can't
different.
So
Hold
you
on,
can't
some people
say
may
that
have a
it doesn't
different
affect
effect, but
everybody.
it's a minority though. It's not like it's a majority, bro. Trust me, I know. I'm in the community, man. I was growing weed myself. I'm in there. I know it. Like we're
That's
not
not,
gonna
and
have
you're
this
talking about
argument.
when you make rules, make rules for everybody and behind there being affected. And some people, it's not just some. A
But
lot
that
of
you could
people are
say that
affected.
for anything, though.
You have to
You
regulate
could
that.
say that for red meat. You could say that for Coke. You could say that for anybody. There ain't nobody regulating Coke when Coke has enough sugar in it to give people cancer. Like, what
And
are we
how does that do
talking
with what
about
they do
here?
driving? What
Because
does
I'm
that?
saying,
But
because
what
I'm
does that
saying,
do with if someone can get
no.
stuck smoking weed, they can get to that place where they can get stuck, and that can affect someone else's life. They have to regulate not just what you do, but what someone is going to affect someone else too.
So if
Not
that's
just
the
what
case,
you guys
so if
do it
that's
all
the
the
case,
time. It's
if
going to affect
that's the
someone else
case,
different.
if that's the case, then why is it legal? Why are they trying to legalize it? Right?
Regulation.
If it has that much effect on people, why are they trying to legalize it? People drive high all the freaking time. We used to smoke and drive at the same time.
But
It's
you're talking about
totally different.
your instances, and you're comparing it to what everyone else is doing. What
I
everyone
know
else
what
is doing.
everybody
You're
else is
saying
doing.
this.
The 90% of the people are driving high, bro. I'm telling you that.
Okay. Okay.
I'm telling you that.
I'm gonna say okay. I'm just gonna say
90 to
okay because
90% of
it's
the
a
people I
statistic
know are
without
driving high.
any backing. So I'm just gonna say okay.
But you do know statistics can go different ways, right? You can do nine
And
hundred
depending on
people in
what you want,
America and then 900 people in Canada and get the totally different
yes,
statistics. You
but
know
it's a
that, right?
statistic without having a full breakdown of what's going on and saying that everyone is going to be affected the same way, because that's why you make certain things. I don't have no problem legalizing, because I just told you what my sister does. So like, legalize is
I
not the
never
point.
said it
It's the
affects everybody
regulation
the
of
same
what you're
way.
doing. What if you said all people they should just legalize it to
Yes,
drive. It
as
isn't going to
long as
fix
they're
it.
not.
It doesn't
It is.
affect what you're
It's
doing driving. And I'm telling you that it does affect some people driving. And that's enough to say, I can't just allow it all the time. And that's enough, because it can affect someone else's life. And that's all. Just like I'm saying,
so.
cocaine can affect other things. Especially your pilot. Do you want your pilot doing cocaine and doing alcohol at the same time? A stimulant and then a depressant at the same time? It's not regulated. So it's not point of doing that.
But it is though. But you say it's legalized here, right? That's what I'm trying. Anyways, we're getting off another topic. That's definitely for the OOC. We'll get into that because Brian has no idea what he's talking about. I'm telling you that
Okay. Okay.
right now. We're gonna get into the next topic. Shit, I don't even know what the next topic is. Hold on. There we go. And we're gonna let Brian take over this one here.
Yeah, we'll go back to have some sense. All right, we'll talk about something going on.
Listen, don't listen to anybody that don't smoke weed. All right, I'm just telling you. If you ain't experiencing it, you can't tell me nothing. If you ain't doing it, you can't tell me nothing. If you're not in the community like I am, you can't tell me nothing. If you ain't studying it like I do every day, you can't tell me nothing. I was growing the shit. All right.
Mhm. That has nothing to do
I know the difference
with
between
everyone
strands.
else.
I know that the strains. I know everything, bro. Like we're not
It
doing that.
still doesn't affect every. You can't tell me how it's going to affect me. You cannot tell it's going to affect someone else. You
I
can
know
only
that.
tell about.
That's why I
So then what
say
are we talking about?
if
So
you
I say, but
ain't, if it
regulation is
ain't
about how it affects every person in the population.
if it ain't hurting you, then if you ain't using it to hurt somebody, then it should be legal. If you ain't using, if you can't, if so, and I say this again because I say people should be able to govern themselves. If something you're doing and it's not hurting anybody but hurting yourself, then you should have every right to do it.
Okay, I'm gonna disagree with that anyway. But if that's the case, then he's right. Jonathan Majors should be able to do it. If it's not, you choose to if it affects you or not. So I think that you have. I believe more in community. I do. All right. James Gunn quitting DC, possibly taking over Marvel is what this topic says. Exactly as I first said, now YouTuber John Campea is publicly predicting James Gunn will stick around once Paramount takes control of Warner Brothers Discovery, which Paramount has said is expected to close later this year. Campion makes it clear that he hasn't spoken to Gunn, and this is just his opinion, but he says 100% sure Gunn will go to Warner Brothers WBD CEO David Zaslav and ask to be let go from his contract before the end of the year because Gunn isn't working for those guys, and Zaslav will let him exit via YouTube. I 100% agree. Again, I haven't spoken to James Gunn. I'm just telling you what I think, but I'm 100% sure that before the end of the year, James Gunn is going to go to Zaslav and say it's been nice, but there's no way I'm working for those guys. So you can please let me out of my contract. And I think Zaslav will let him out of his contract. Campea then claims Gunn ends up back at Marvel as Kevin Feige's heir apparent. And then I think he's going to end up back in Marvel, which he becomes Feige's heir apparent to take over Marvel. After Kevin Feige finally goes, that's what I think is going to happen. That's the roadmap I see happening here. But there's no way, James. I just can't imagine a scenario that James Gunn, because we all know how James Gunn feels about Donald Trump. Whether you think that he's right or feel the way, whether you think that he's wrong to feel that way, we all know that James Gunn feels about what he feels about Donald Trump and Ellison's Donald Trump's little, blank toys. And so I don't see any reality in which James Gunn stays. He's going to quit. It says Campea's core argument, Gunn versus Ellison. Campea's simple take is follow. What I said, as everyone knows how Gunn feels about Trump. Yeah. So he just kind of goes over the alignment and how it just does not align very well with Ellison's. And seeing that James Gunn could get out of here and probably will leave DC, and we'll have another chance to have to reboot all DC again.
Man, I know there's this rumor and stuff like that that says he will leave, and maybe he will, but I don't know if he will. You know what I mean? If they say you can do what you need to do and we're not gonna, mess up what you have planned to do it, why would he leave?
I think James Gunn is someone who's very much on his this is what I believe in my values. And I'm not going to work for a company that's going to interrupt and get into those values specifically. So if that's the case, I think that's what he's going to say. Then he's going to leave. He's going to say, forget it.
I mean, maybe, right? It depends on, because again, it comes down to money, right? You know what I mean? It's the same thing with Jonathan Majors. It comes down to money, right? The values that the Daily Wire is putting out there does not align with anything we do, but yet he's still doing it. So if the money's right, who's to say James Gunn even cares about those values?
It's very strange you saying that with Jonathan Majors.
Why?
His values and what you
Yeah.
see for the values. And and what he's always said, what James Gunn has said, and what he's standing behind specifically, and his values, and having very liberal values, and having the freedom to do a lot of stuff. This is huge. I think this is why he will never stand behind this project. He will never be able. They're not going to have to let him go. because he would quit himself because of those values. He doesn't want to work for a company that way like that. And you're upset with Jonathan Majors saying, that he's going to work for someone who doesn't have those values. That's opposite of the community who's been supporting him. James Gunn working for this community, working for this person would be opposite of the community that's been supporting him, and that would be totally exactly the same thing. And I think that's why James Gunn will leave. I think actually it's just more of of pushing forward what you're saying specifically about Jonathan Majors. So
What
like
do you mean?
about saying you should not support something like that if you
Mm-hmm.
your community. So like this is James Gunn standing behind his behind himself, saying I don't support this, so I'm not going to stay here. I'm not going.
But
Money is not the end all be all for me. I'm going to go off and be. If I have somewhere else to go, then I'm going to go. It's literally your argument. So why would you say that?
yeah, because James Gunn never really has come up, and I don't know about his political views.
No,
I
he's
don't anyway, and anyways. But again, at the same time, again, is Jonathan Majors didn't give a damn about his political views. He's doing what he's doing, and I think if the money's right, James Gunn won't care about his political views either, right? I think money will trump anything for these guys, whether it's to go against what they believe or not. Now, maybe I may be wrong. Maybe that's not what James Gunn will do, right? But at the same time, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what he's gonna do.
no.
If he leaves, good for him. 100%.
Yeah.
Stand by your guns, because money is not the end all to be all. So
I mean, James Gunn, and also it's not like he's Marvel is not like the little brother. He worked for
Mhm.
Marvel before. He went
Mhm.
to DC because he thought that they were going to do something interesting and that he liked the direction. And now he'll go back to Marvel because it's not like he lose money. He's not losing anything, but it's all about his values. And I think that with his values being what they are, because he's been very vocal about what his values are and what he's been supporting, it's 100%, then that's why we're going to see him go back and leave. I think he will. I think he will quit, and I think I
but
probably will see him done after the Supergirl movie.
do we know if Marvel will even take him back?
100%.
Right? Because remember, Marvel fired him, right? And the only reason why they brought him back is because of Disney trying to get him to do the Suicide Squad. They brought him back to do the final one, and then he left. So maybe there's ill will, right? You never know. Marvel could be like, oh yeah, you left us to go to DC. Well, and that was not working out. Well, we don't need you back.
No, I mean, you never know what people say behind closed doors because Feige says he has no problem. They still talk all the time. So you don't know what people are actually going to say, what actually people actually think. But I do have to point this out real quick because as Jeeves gave us a $99 super chat.
Oh shit!
And she
Nice.
says, hello, we are still here. Next topic, please. Exactly. That's why we moved on. We got you. But thank you for the $99 super chat. Jeeves, you're amazing. And I cannot wait to be able to talk about some of the shows with you.
Nice.
You're amazing.
Very nice.
She's amazing. Another Canadian person that's good. So, yeah. I'll give you my, this is why I keep my Canadian flag always in.
Jeeves, you're Canadian. Good job. Why are you supporting these guys for? I didn't support these guys over here. You hear the crap Bryon was talking just earlier, right? Just come support a fellow Canadian, man. What we doing over here? These Americans don't give a damn about us.
She knows. That's all I'm going to say. She knows. But no, I really appreciate you.
Oh, 100%. Always great. You know what I mean? Definitely.
But yeah, no, I hope. Oh, she's not Canadian? Yeah, not Canadian. Canada.
Oh, she's not Canadian. So then you can go. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Okay. But no, I think that he will, and I think this is going to be something that we're going to see going forward with a lot of the people from Warner Brothers. I think that you're going to start seeing a lot of producers leave. I think you're going to see a lot of people because it's not like you're losing anything to go to Marvel. To go to Sony. What if James Gunn decides to go say, I want to take care of all Spider-Man? And I go to Sony. And then I'll play nice with Marvel. And I do that. And as we're doing it, we talked about this last night. You can always do all those type of things. So You
Yeah,
know, I
but I get what you're saying, but we gotta act like, we gotta know if these studios want James Gunn to do this, right? It's not like James Gunn's Superman movies and what he's doing now has been blowing it off the roof, right? It hasn't, right? So James Gunn has a certain type of way making things, and maybe that doesn't fit in with what Sony's doing with Spider-Man. Maybe that doesn't fit in with what Marvel's trying to do right now, right? I mean, we don't know. So I'm just,
yeah, but it's
I
just
don't
like any
know.
other job. But if you leave a job, it's fine to leave a job, and especially if you don't agree with their views. So
Yeah,
I
yeah,
understand.
no.
It's just like you saw the Trump with the Trump on the Superman poster. James Gunn didn't like that. That's not who he's about. He's very liberal in all of his stuff that he talks about. He talks political.
What was Trump on the Superman poster?
You ever seen that? Trump's face on the Superman poster?
No, I didn't see it.
Open up the article again.
I didn't see it. It was on, is in this article?
Scroll down.
Oh. Oh my god. What the fuck?
And as I
What are
said,
we doing here, bro?
and
Uh,
and this is as I said, I think Gunn will leave because of, but I do know that because he's been very anti-Trump on the record multiple times. But I don't think he leaves before Supergirl comes out because he has to give that opportunity um, for Millie Alcock and for that movie to really cook. Because I think it's gonna be a good movie, personally.
nah.
You know, I don't know if it's gonna make a lot of money, but I think it'll be a good movie, and it's fine. But I think if that's his idea, this is his focus. You have to let he wants to have his idea, his vision, kind of come out. But I think he'd be willing to walk away from that vision under those type of structures.
So what about his contract though?
He
Because
only
if
has one
he
more year on his contract.
is he okay.
He only has 1 year, and why wouldn't they walk away? I mean, he could just say, "I'm leaving." Yeah, he literally only has one year left. He has to be
Interesting.
re-signed to do any of the rest of the stuff.
I got you.
So
Interesting. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, anything can happen, right? I'm not saying he's not gonna leave. I'm not gonna say he is gonna leave, but I just think like people putting it out there and like no sources or whatever. Right now, I'm just taking it with a grain of salt because I've seen people do crazier ish for money, regardless of whether you agree with politics or not. So
okay. All right. Well, let's look what everyone else is saying in the comments real quick.
yes, sir. I don't even remember where we left off, but okay, read that one. Hold
Luke
on.
Jeeves.
Find out where we were. All right, let's go here.
The doorman was fire. I think
Mm.
Doorman was fire. I did enjoy the Doorman episode, so that was good.
Uh
Wait,
oh,
where?
shit. The show.
Yeah, that episode was fire. So yeah.
Yeah, the,
So
the name of the show, please. Is Wonder Man. That's it.
Wonder
Wonder
Man,
Man.
yeah, Wonder
Yeah,
Man,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Which was but you know what? It's funny because it didn't stream and didn't hit the numbers that we thought it was going to hit. But it was still good, you know. So I mean, I
Yeah,
have no
yeah.
problem with it.
Yeah, yeah. It got a good rating to the fact to where they're thinking of doing a season 2. So go
I'm
figure.
actually surprised that they haven't announced a season 2.
Yeah, so am I. So am I. But then again, Marvel's trying to switch up a lot of things with the Defenders and all of this stuff coming out. So maybe Wonder Man doesn't fit in right now. But the
It
way
could be a
people,
one-off, but why
yeah,
do TV shows have to be exactly what's going on in the movies?
and why is it that you shelve something that you thought people weren't gonna like, and then people like it, and you're hesitant about doing another season? I don't get it.
Well, they were going to scrap it. They weren't going to allow it to come out at
Yeah,
all.
yeah, I know, I
So
know, I know. Stupid.
where are we at next? So there's still some posters up of missing Josh Gad around LA from Wonder Man.
Hmm.
Wait, who said Jonathan Majors isn't a good actor? Put him up.
Facts.
Also, what did you think of Gotham Knights on CW?
I watched the first season. It was okay. I wasn't a huge fan though. It was okay. It was okay.
Check Instagram, Nzo.
Yeah, I'm going now.
So your crazy Black Adam, the movie is below hell. The kid and the villain were so terrible. The
Are
kid
you
was
disrespecting Black Adam?
the kid was terrible. It was annoying. The kid was annoying.
Which kid?
The one that was yelling all the time, and the one that the little kid that was in Black Adam.
Oh shit! For some reason, I'm thinking Black Lightning. I was thinking Black Lightning. Black Lightning, man. I'm like, what little kid are you talking about? Yeah. Oh, that kid was so damn annoying. Oh my
The
god.
worst part of that movie.
Yeah, it was the worst part of the movie. 100%. Yeah.
Worst movie: Green Lantern, Ryan Reynolds, or Madam Web?
Madam Web.
No, Madam Web is bad. Yeah, I agree. Madam Web is bad, but worse. Green
Madam
Lantern
Web.
was bad, but it was bad for
It's like
what
1A,
movie.
1B. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? 1A, 1B.
Madam Web shouldn't even been a movie. That's how it was.
Facts. Yeah. 100%.
So Jonathan Majors could work if he wants. Yeah, we already said that. Jimmy smoke crack, and I don't care. Just kidding. Tony says, "Yeah, whoa, yeah, drugs."
Yeah, 100%.
I'm not a drug personal, but addiction is sad. Yeah, it's torn up my family too. It really has. So I'll talk about that later. So y'all going left, come back. I love you guys. Yes, I agree. We left.
Yeah. It's this guy over here.
I'll tell you all about what my family has experienced later. Dewan says Holly Berry. Anzo argument for drug user is perfect for what we said with Jonathan Majors working as Shapiro. You ain't heard nobody. Great argument, Anzo.
Yes, it does. And I said it earlier before. It does hurt people, but that's
legalize prostitution, as well as if grown women want to sleep with dudes to pay her bills, whatever. She should have her freedom to do so without going to jail.
100%. I agree.
Said got him. That's right. This isn't even Jimmy Gunn's project. That crack cocaine still destroys families. I don't even want to talk about that because it has. Movies. Anzo, I usually rock with you on most stand, but we differ on Jonathan Major's subject.
That's okay. I'm right. You're wrong. Simple.
Weed and crack are not comparable.
Agreed.
Anzo, would you hire a modern crackhead to work for you?
If he can do the job, why not?
I used to drive and smoke weed all the time before I became a dad. Bryon, don't introduce Anzo to your sister. Yeah, no. She. So you have to have so much insurance. You have to have over $3 million in insurance when you do this stuff on land, and you have to have 24-hour security guards and stuff like that. So yeah, it's big. It's a lot. This is a draw. Both of you made great points. I think it's personal experiences, personal things that you have, and that's why it's more. Oh God, this phone's been ringing crazy. If something makes you impaired, weed, pills, one drink, don't fucking drive.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm bigger than both of y'all, and I took one puff of weed, and I'll be high as fuck. You bigger than me? That's interesting. Okay. This is exactly what DC Comics brings out in people. Strong debates. Marvel is so much more soothing. It's educational. Hopefully, no YouTube strike. Exactly. No lie, Brian. I know more high drivers than I know non-high drivers. Okay.
And listen, I'm gonna say this too, right? Because I don't, and just leave it at that. Is I've been trying to get rid of this freaking narrative that people have on weed for so long. That's why I had my smoking podcast where I would explain every strain that I was smoking and what it did and what its effects and what its side effects are, because there's a lot of narratives about weed that are wrong. Now, crack, different story, but weed, the narrative needs to change.
I'm going to tell you guys this real quick. I mean, it's my uncle was working on a high-rise scraper and walked off the building. He was high on crack, and he walked off the building. So it destroyed my family. It's destroyed his kid's life, and there's a lot of stuff. So when you say it destroys because it destroys families, and that's why I'm so passionate about that specifically. And once again, it's only one individual account. So it's not like this is not the end all be all, because that's why I say with statistics, you can't just go off of one thing you're saying, because it's only one individual thing. That's just my personal experience with something, right? And that's not the end all be all for anything. But you have to, when your government has to be for all parties, everyone across the board. So even though that's something that happened to me and my family and his kids and my grandmother and stuff like that, that doesn't mean it goes for everybody else. And that's not neither here nor there. And I can't say that it does.
I have and had a ton of crackheads in my family. Not just one, a ton. And I never get into that stuff, but a ton. So it's not like I don't have the experience either.
No, it was I said, it's only one experience. I'm not going to, but it's still
Yeah,
going
yeah, yeah,
to
yeah, yeah. Affect how you think about things.
how
Yeah,
you see things,
100%.
because
Yeah, yeah.
you say the thing that got me was that you said it doesn't hurt anybody. And I told you it's
No,
stupid.
no, no, no,
And
no.
that's
I
what I
didn't
was
say
like.
it. No, I didn't say it doesn't hurt anybody. I said if you're not hurting anybody, I know it
You
does,
don't
but
know if it does, because it affects, because it had nothing to do with him. He didn't hurt anyone but himself. But
yeah, yeah.
it affected everybody.
Right. It affected everybody, but he's not out there going crack bins hurting people. That's what I
Mm.
say. Yes, there's
No,
consequences
he
of
didn't
his
definitely didn't hurt
actions.
anybody except
Right.
his children,
Right.
his wife,
Yes, yes,
his
there's
mother,
consequences of his
and
action.
stuff.
But if he's not out there committing crimes to get the drugs, that's what my point was. Yes, I understand. Even knowing somebody smokes crack is hurt. It hurts, right? When I found out about my sister, I bawled my ass off, right?
Mhm.
So even that hurts. But I'm saying if you're not going out there physically hurting somebody to get the drugs that you're doing, then I think you should be able to do so. That's my point.
I differ. When you look at two different things, Brian, looking at a low percentage of high dumb drivers, I think it's just people, and you have to look at everybody. We're not going to have this argument in my SpongeBob voice 30 minutes later. Yeah, exactly. I did not want to get there because I know emotionally how I am about it. Um, no, keep James Gunn far away from Marvel. People can't tell me why they're like a talking tree. Well, it's in the comic books. It is there. Groot is there. Bryon, so what do you think is the biggest rack? Sakura, Ladies, or Sonata, or Ino?
I don't know
I
who
don't
the other
know.
two are.
I have no idea. I only know one. So
Yeah, yeah.
it's become a drug screen.
Cause I'm a weed smoker. Let's put it that way.
I'm pulling an ounce a day. I'm hoarding my weed and not sharing. My bear says, salute Jeeves. I hate Trump and MAGA, but I think that we're making too much of a big deal about this. We all have worked for people we hate in the past. James Gunn can stay and finish his vision regardless. I think you're 100% correct. But I also look at the things that he said specifically about the Trump administration and anyone who works underneath it. I think when you're talking about you're not losing anything and he's going to put money where his mouth is, I think he might be right. I do believe James Gunn will leave.
Mm. I'm not sure, but we'll see.
What happened to the DC Superman Ta-Nehisi Coates screenplay? Oh my God, that's Coates Superman. Okay, it'll have to be Earth 2 is the only way to go with that, because Coates is something. All I would say is I can't smoke weed or drink because of my medication, and if I do, any of those things could kill me. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That got scrapped too, Stacy. Yep. I already talked about Jeeves. The movie business and other art is supposed to be an escape from the real world. I don't like that we're letting politics cloud our judgment about this. It's very interesting. That's a very interesting take in itself too. I think most of the time you're right. Because I think that's something I said before was Disney doesn't. I don't believe in Disney's politics a lot of times. A lot of things that they do, but I still watch Disney movies. But when I have a value or something, because like it's like to be saying, my value for black culture and how that's being represented is one thing, and when you have talk about values of those type of things, and when politics dips into values, I think they kind of intersect, and that's where we are right now. I think when the Trump era, because it's not really Republican or Democrat. It has nothing to do with that, but I think Trump is different specifically.
And to be honest with you, everything we watch has some sort of political or message in it anyways. You know what I mean? There's always some sort of agenda. It's just what you can accept and what you can't accept. It's simple as that. You know what I mean? Like, and I again, I'll say this about the Jonathan Majors because I don't know what our difference is. Whoever said that up early, I think it was
Hmm.
she. But when it comes down to it, right? It's either I say you stand for something or stand for nothing. You know what I mean? Something like that. However the saying is. I lost my train of thought, to be honest
No, but
with you.
you think he seems like you either stand for what you believe in, or you fall for everything. So I
Hmm.
understand basically that understanding. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
and I think you're right, but I think it extends to more things. Your
Oh yeah, yeah,
values
100%.
overall extend to,
Yeah, 100%.
and I don't.
Okay, so I remember. So it's the devil you know and the devil you don't know, right? With Disney and those kind of companies, they hide. We see what they do in their movies, but they kind of hide it. Like they kind of
Mhm.
they don't say nothing about it, right? They try to be politically correct, but we know where the Daily Wire stands. We know where these guys stands. We
They're
know they
outwardly
support
saying
the
it.
yes, we
Mhm,
know they support the war in Israel, and I don't support that. I
mhm.
do not support that one bit at all. And that's all I'm saying. So, yeah.
Yeah, but it's also we're talking about negativity about any genre or any group of people. You just want to stay away from that overall. Or at least
Yeah,
I, I
yeah.
I like to stay away from that no matter
Yeah,
what.
yeah, yeah. That's why I don't watch Power in those things. I'm tired of the negative gangster black man trope and all of that stuff. Danny swears by Power. I was so good. Tamika loves the show. They always talk about it, raising Cain and this and that. I just can't do that trope anymore until we start getting a balance of good family values. And then I'd be like, okay, now I can watch this because I got this I can change too if I don't like it, you know? There's not
Because
enough.
you understand you have both good and bad. You have bad all type of stuff. As long as you see both, then
Yeah, yeah.
fine.
Yeah, yeah.
You like
Yeah,
hacking
yeah.
scenes where the camera spins around and then play techno music. That's very 90s. I'll say that.
Hmm.
I was going to say it usually comes up as Canadian money when a person is Canadian. You're right. You're
Yeah.
right, my bear. 'Cause I remember Jeeves lives in Maine. I think it was. We know Netflix is anti-theater. Why not give this Paramount deal a chance? Because of Skydance and what they've done also with Skydance. And that's why I have a very big problem with Skydance in itself, and also what they've said politically too. So yeah, I understand where you're coming from, Fernando, with that, because it's all just entertainment, and companies are really bad no matter what. But outwardly bad is sometimes even worse.
Remember, these are a lot of the companies that run around talking about DEI hires and all kind of finish and all kinds of crap. You know what I mean? And they talk about this and that and this and that. And then next thing you know, we're gonna get a lot of movies where they don't want to hire people of color.
It's interesting. He says it's not like Trump and his crew are going to force people to make specific movies. Is he not? He's
Yeah, he
you
is.
heard you saw what happened to the Netflix deal, right? And that Trump brought him into his office and said, "You're going to have to get rid of your CEO. You have to get rid of
Hmm.
this person, this person, this person." I'm just gonna say, I think it will.
Yeah, yeah, me too. Yeah, yeah, me too.
I think the way Superman will be portrayed will matter. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
there's a reason why they're doing this stuff.
Agreed.
It's not like Superman and Batman are going to be MAGA. Come on, guys.
You never know.
I'm just going to tell you. There's a lot of things that I would never expect to see in this world politically to be part of things that have come out and recently have done it. They've done it.
Hmm.
And like Guns has heard him for money right now. If he leaves, he still could sit for a minute.
Yeah, yeah. He
It'd be
could.
good and not to worry about it. Yeah, that's true. So I always really enjoy the program. So thank you, Fernando, and everybody. Thank you, Eggers.
Appreciate.
Appreciate you.
Hmm.
I'll lose respect for Gunn if he leaves over politics. He just keep cooking in spite of who's in charge. I think that's. I mean, I guess that's up to him. But when you're outwardly about your values, when you're which I've always said, James Gunn should stop tweeting. Where you're outwardly saying all these things. A lot of times, I want James Gunn. I mean, you got to stand behind it. When you're outwardly saying all this stuff, like this is what I do, you got to stand behind it, man. To Dave and Bryon and anyone who enjoyed reading, I was wondering if you guys have any tips else to how to make words come alive more, or do I reading aloud, or how do I observe and learn the material more? I will advise you to, at the beginning, mix the reading with audible and hearing books and those type of things. So I'll go back and forth. I'll listen to it in my car when I'm driving when I can't read, and then I'll come home and I'll know where I'm at. Like I'll start on a chapter and I'll read and continue, and that'll kind of increase my joy, because when you hear auditory stuff, it helps your imagination. You can see the actual thing going on. So I think that's where you have to mix those two as you go.
Agreed.
So are we really not looking forward to Rush Hour 4?
Couldn't care less.
Brian Facts, act like the other heroes don't have their own thing going on. Yeah. Is Club Paradise an underrated comedy? I have no idea.
I've never seen it. Yeah.
Is Gunn Ho underrated comedy? It must be underrated because I don't know about it. So yeah.
You never seen Gun Ho?
No, I've never seen Gun Ho.
Wow.
Is that
yeah? Gun Ho's underrated.
We're gonna have to do a watch party of Gun Ho.
Yeah, Gun Ho is underrated. Yeah, 100%.
When was it? What year?
Gun Ho was with Michael Keaton, and they were working in a car factory. I can't remember the year of it though. It's in the 80s for sure.
It's probably, I would say about 88, 85 maybe?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna look it up.
Let me see. Yeah, it was a good movie. It's funny.
Because I love Michael Keaton, so. Tanashi Coates has a voodoo doll where he sticks pins in it for J.J. Abrams and James Gunn and Zaslav. I think Coates is more worried about reading books, and then he tells a lot of truths that people don't like to hear. So I always like Coates. Say, hey, Nzo, some Americans do care about the Canadian brothers. I do. I know because I do. I'm French Canadian.
I got you. 1986 it came out.
86. Okay.
Yeah, 1987.
I had it for 85. Okay. I'll check it out because I have no problem with that.
And collectors, some Canadians care about some Americans.
Sometimes.
Some. Bryon is not one of them, all right? I'm just going to let you know straight up. He is not one of them, all right? You guys see me on stream with him a lot, but it's only because he's the only one that will do it. Because if I had a new co-host, I would have bounced him right away.
Oh, my God. Oh, which one you relate more to, Ebert or Siskel? He's Siskel, obviously.
I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take it.
How big is Dewan? Exactly. I'm like, dude, I'm 6'5". Wow.
You know?
Justice for weed.
100%.
I will agree with that. I do think you need to have that. Because I'm not going to put my sister out of business. Come on. My ex was addicted to cocaine. Cocaine's a hell of a drug. That's James.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug. 100%.
Oh man, John Campea head of DC. What happens? Man, I hate John Campea. So
I would never watch a DC movie in my life.
Because he stands on business, huh? He stand on business.
That's what happens. John Campea sucks.
Drugs is like guns. It all depends on folks who are doing the drugs.
100%.
Y'all agree with that? Mm-hmm. A long time ago, I asked my mom. My mom said weed just made her paranoid.
100%. And I talk about that too when I talk about people smoking weed. Yes, there are some people that it makes them fucking paranoid as hell.
It depends on the person. It depends on
the person. Exactly. Yeah, 100%.
But as I said, it's different strains do different things. Some things settle your stomach because when you're doing cancer, you're
100%.
You're taking all that stuff. It can help settle you. And,
100%.
So
But
I'm
you
just
see,
saying.
but you see, here's the thing with what people kind of don't understand and think that it's like, oh, THC is what gets you high, but weed
Mhm.
also has CBD.
Yep.
CBD
Mhm.
is what you want for your
CBD is
aches and
so good.
pains and all of that
Mhm.
stuff, and it
I
does not get you high. Now you
CBD
can
on my
get
knees, on my
yes, yes, yes,
elbows,
yes,
anything
yes,
that's
yes,
sore. Oh,
yes,
come on.
yes,
CBD is
yes, yes.
phenomenal.
And you can get strains with CBD and THC involved in it too as well. I don't do the CBD; it's just pure THC for me. But I'm just saying, you know what I mean. CBD has very, and that's why weed needs to be legalized because it has medical properties. Even the
It's a
THC.
it's a drug, and it's a regular drug that can be
Yes,
regulated in any other
yes,
way. And I
yes,
mean, that's just a fact. And
yes.
there's way more. I would say more positive
Benefits
benefits
to
to
yes,
for all those things
one hundred
than
percent,
negative things.
100%.
Much less for a lot of other things. But
Yes,
there's medical things that they give prescriptions for that I will tell you
yes,
that's also really really bad. Remember, I worked for
yes.
Eli Lilly. Really, really
Yes,
bad things.
100%.
So,
I would tell
that's
I
legalized
I
too,
would
but it
tell
has to be
people to
prescription and
yeah,
licenses and all that shit.
right, and I would tell people like try smoking weed before you go on to some of those prescription drugs, right? Cuz
100%.
you
Oh,
can find a strain that helps out with depression. You can
mhm.
find a strain that helps out with anxiety and all kinds of stuff like that. So I would tell you to smoke that before you go on prescription
But
drugs.
you don't even have to smoke it. I mean, you could do
Oh yeah, yeah,
gummies.
yeah, 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 yeah,
You
yeah,
can
yeah,
do
yeah,
a
yeah, yeah,
lot.
yeah,
You
yeah, yeah,
can
yeah,
infuse it in the
yeah, yeah,
food.
yeah, 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 yeah,
I
yeah,
tell
yeah,
you, once
yeah,
again, I tell you,
yeah,
he has stuff over
yeah, yeah,
here. Infusion is good. You can
yeah,
have
yeah,
drinks. You can have
yeah, yeah,
alcohol that's infused
yeah,
with
yeah,
it. You can have
drinks and
muscadize that's
everything. Yeah,
infused with it.
100%.
So it's not necessarily
I
just
say smoke it
smoke.
because I like to smoke it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But yeah, he is right. You can even have like topical where you can rub it on, like you said, on your knee, right? You can
See,
rub it on your forehead, rub it on this and that, right? So there are other ways you don't actually have to smoke it. I just enjoy smoking
he's working for
it.
someone's part of what's actively stripped away rights from women and people that he cares about. He will not work for them. I agree. I agree.
Hmm.
I do not believe knowing who James Gunn is. There's a lot of things that James Gunn I don't like, right? But it has to do with movies. But as
Listen,
a person, I have no problem with him,
I
and I think
res-
that he stands on this thing.
and I respect any man that will stand his ground on what he's over the dollar. If this is what I stand on and I will accept this over the mighty dollar, then I have nothing but respect for you for that. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because something like that could get you blacklisted too, right? Let's not
Mhm.
just act like, oh, he's going to leave and everything's going to be fine and dandy. Like that could get you blacklisted. Industries start talking, oh, James Gunn doesn't want to do this. Trump tries to run more control over Hollywood, and then boom, next thing you know, James Gunn can't get a job again, right? So
It
I have
happens.
more respect for that. Yeah, yeah,
It
100%.
definitely is. We got She with a $5 super chat. Anzo, I hate the move, but we differ on the support for Jonathan Majors. Sounds like he made the decision based on the idea of a white ball and he needs to work. I understand exactly where she's coming from too. I definitely understand. I think Anzo does too, but there's other ways to work, is what he's going to always say. He thinks that there's
Yes,
another way that you can figure
yes,
out money. Money is different, so.
yes. I think you could do what we do, right? And it doesn't have to be a podcast, but he likes to act, he likes to make movie, do some acting and throw it on YouTube. You know?
Do it. You can do it even with everything you're saying. So you can do it in a way that you're personally doing it for yourself. You bet on yourself and you release things yourself. You can do it. You can get a website. You can do things like
Yeah, yeah.
that, which is much more difficult. Don't get me
Yeah, yeah.
wrong. It
Mhm.
really is. But
Mhm.
you can figure out ways, and it's.
Remember I was telling you about the
Mhm.
Drewski shit,
Interesting.
right? His show, one of the episodes, and I got to watch the rest of them because there's 4 episodes, 2.2 million views.
No, I mean,
If
some of our people that on YouTube, like everything awesome, everything always, all of them, those guys got to get tens of millions of views, 20 million
that's a
views.
that's a lot of money.
I don't know if it's about money or what it's about what he wants to do. Either way it is, you can make different decisions,
Yeah, yeah.
and you have to understand why people are doing it.
It's his choice, and I get it. but I don't support it. That's all.
I agree. I got you. Also, I'm right there with you. I don't like none of those Black Hood shows. Me either, bro. I just don't. But then
Mhm.
I don't like the idea that with Black Hoods that depict it all as negative.
Yeah,
Because I also know a lot of things that happen in the hood that are positive too. And that's not what we ever see it from it.
exactly.
So without disclosing too much deeply connected to some of these situations, I know for a fact about what's going to happen. If their complete takeover happens, there's going to be a mass exodus. And that's what we've heard a lot of people saying, there's going to be a mass exodus of producers and writers and people that just refuse to work for this under that regime.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me.
Of creative talent and major studios to work for themselves, to find a lesser evil, then they can find finance, and they can pull up the ranks and retire, or can be non-profits. Okay. Superman, Batman, MAGA. Back in the day, we had Hooked on Phonics. Hooked on Phonics works for me. Call
Facts.
1-800 ABCDEFG.
Facts. The way we read sometimes on this, I think we should have got that as a kid. You know what I mean? You guys,
As much as I
listen,
read, it's so funny. As much as I read, reading out loud is so much different. It's crazy.
we can read, guys. All right. I just want you to know that sometimes it's hard to look at this little screen and read
And
it,
then
brightness in
this,
your eye.
and then here,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
this is over
yeah,
here.
yeah. But it looks like we can't freaking read, and that's not the case.
I love Club Paradise. I mean, gotta go look at this stuff. Mr. Mom is underrated. Mr. Mom is phenomenal. I don't care what anyone says.
Mr. Mom is good. Yeah.
Said, Brian, have you seen Night Shift?
Night Shift is fire.
I believe
I remember
have
Night
seen
Shift.
Night Shift, yeah. Because that was Michael Keaton, right? Yeah. This is Keaton? Yeah. How would you guys feel if James Gunn stayed on as a director writer, and him and Peter takes to Zaslav to recommend James' position to someone else?
Listen, it's his choice if he wants to stay on or not, and it's our
Oh,
choice to say
Zaslav,
whether
yeah.
we're going to support it or not, right? I already said that, and I may have been jumped the gun with it because I was thinking of the Daily Wire stuff, but I was thinking if this merger goes through, I might be banning and boycotting a lot of Paramount stuff, but we'll see.
And that's hard too, because they're the ones that have like Star Trek. They
Yeah.
hold on to this generation. They're holding on to a lot of these things. And this is another reason why you get physical media, because you can control your own stuff.
100%.
So Brian cares about this Canadian 100%, and I care about that Canadian. I don't know. He's just hating right now.
Don't let that smile fool you, Mama Bear.
This
All
is the
right.
hate he has.
Just so you guys know, I spend a lot of time backstage with Bryon, and what he says backstage is not what he says in the
Never
forefront.
anything about Canada. Never anything about Canada. Canada's like the cleanest. Was also, I literally was in Canada with my wife, and I was like, if it wasn't so fucking cold, we can stay here. It's phenomenal. Yeah, I love a lot of parts of that. So, Isn't Slick Rick Canadian?
No, I don't think so.
I thought he's from England.
Yeah, he's England. He's from England. Yeah, he's not. Yeah, he's not Canadian.
So school didn't teach doesn't teach phonics anymore. They do for like first and second grade, but as you get past second grade, they really don't. No.
Hey, listen, man, I'm not gonna lie. When I seen some of the way they teach them how to do divisions and multiply, I'm like, what? Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, that's not. No, I don't. What is this crap? This is not what I learned. You know what I mean? Like, let's go back to the easy way. What is this?
I'll find you the answer. How about that? How about just find the answer?
Facts. What is this crap?
See, I'm 6'2", so I'm 6'5".
Really? Really? You're 6'2"?
I'm a full 6'5", man. What you talking about? I'm good. And once again, I'm a big boy.
Yeah, exactly.
DC is way better than Marvel, in my humble opinion. DC has better characters. DC, when you think of a superhero, the idea you think of a superhero is Superman.
Mm-hmm.
When you think of a dark superhero, the first thing that comes to your mind is Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Like those are the two top characters. When you think of a female superhero, Wonder Woman is who you think of. There's no other people that you think. You don't think about Supergirl. You don't think about Black Widow. You don't think about any. You might think of it now, but DC has the superior characters overall.
Absolutely, 100%.
He said, "What up, Lawrence?
What's up?"
I'm allergic to slack. I smoke weed for pain management.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, so I say my wife has to do this because she has autoimmune disease that causes a lot of pain in her joints and stuff like that, and it just helps. It's safer than all the other drugs. There's a lot of drugs that are out there, man. They're just
Agreed.
rough.
And the drugs that they get you are there to keep you on those drugs, right?
Mhm.
That's what it is. It's not
Once
like
you start, you can never go off.
And never come off. Exactly.
Isn't everything just saying they're saying about Ellison the same thing they said about Zaslav, and James still took the job? That's a good point.
I don't know.
I don't think Zaslav was ever out there like that, and Ellison is more very politically connected to Trump and himself. And his father is like Trump's like best friend, so I think it's a little bit different, but teach their own. So we already said Sheets. It said my cousins from another part of Texas suggested weed to me.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, pain, dude, it really does. I mean, I'm telling you, like my wife has to do it all the time, and she goes from gummies to sometimes she'll do the vapor, whatever.
The vapes, yeah.
So like but once again, for us, she gets for free because my sister just gives it whatever.
Nah, you can't be rubbing on my mic, cat. No, okay.
Like, what's the attention?
Yeah, I know, but not the mic because they can hear that.
I just think Gunn is secretly contacting investors in case he gets let go so he can start his own studio.
Interesting.
Said, Bryon, did you see my comment for Nzo? I don't think I did. I thought I was going through all of it. You see if I missed anything from Collector?
I don't remember. Let me see. Just type it again, Collector.
James Gunn can work for Ben Shapiro. He said, let's see, if I could smoke weed, I'll be doing it 100%.
And I wouldn't blame you.
With your medicines, and that's a big thing. The mix of stuff. I mean, that's what actually. So we have places where you go by, centers you go when you go by that will walk you through your medicines and tell you what would mix and what doesn't mix. My old next door neighbor used to do that. That's what he does. Todd does that now. So yeah, works for my sister. As much as I love both, sometimes listening to you read is painful. I'm correcting you even though y'all can't hear me. Well,
yes, I know.
Also, I will say it's also some of the words don't actually work. So you're trying to decipher what they're actually saying instead of just reading the word. You're trying to say, okay, what is it you're actually saying? But yeah, you're right.
Thanks, Mama Bear, for letting us know that it's painful. All right. Now I'm going to have to read the article a day before so that I can get it right when it comes on in the stream. All right. Thanks, Mama Bear. Thanks for that.
I just like Hispanic being portrayed as gangbangers or just always yelling in Spanish all crazy. Yeah, I understand that. I understand. The only time I found Guardians of the Galaxy interesting was in Avengers Infinity War. When he made the dumb decision, I was so mad at Peter Quill. I was so furious with him. I mean, you better just go kill him, kill her. She told you what to do.
Facts. Facts. But you couldn't do it either, though, bro. You couldn't do it.
No, but I'm not a superhero. I wouldn't pretend. I wouldn't be. I'm not selfless enough to be a superhero.
Yeah, I couldn't do it either.
Like, you want me to what? Bro,
yeah, I know, right? Yeah, you want. Yeah. I gotta do what? Go into space here and do this? Nah, I'm good. I'm gonna stay right here. You guys go handle that.
It's like, oh, it's cold up there. I ain't doing that. So I'm lurking and enjoying Pacopia. I got you.
Appreciate you.
Hey guys, you guys have a good day. It's really nice out here in Michigan. I'm probably going to go for a walk. Enjoy the weather, man.
Yeah, we're gonna probably get out of here too soon because I know Bryon has to go. I was supposed to be at a funeral today, to be honest with you.
What?
Yeah. I just didn't. I don't think I could do another one. I'm good.
That makes sense. So for you, I understand that.
Yeah, I couldn't do another one.
You're saying play some Pokemon Go. Hey, that's fun. So, did you see the mess? The showrunner about lanterns? Yeah, about Green Lanterns. Yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier. That Green Lanterns. You wanted to check it out, Lawrence, because I'm still, bruh. Man, what he said about.
Yeah. Stupid.
They covered it earlier. I'll find the covers to go to. What do you recommend I get? If you want a burger, I always go with a deluxe butter burger. If you like sandwiches on sourdough, the sourdough melt is fire. Put some bacon on that too. Oof, man, that's really good. If you want to be healthy, the beef pot roast is phenomenal. And even with the bun toasted, we're talking about under 400 calories. It's filling. The gravy on this could be added, but that's going to increase your calories. But that's really good. The salads are really good. Our chicken is great, top notch. But cheese curds are what you probably should try.
Oh, 100%.
Well, that must have been when my neighbor was mowing the lawn. I could barely hear. Tony says, Bryon, does your wife love movies like you? She does not. She literally goes to the movies because I ask her to go with me.
Me too. Same here.
Like, I ain't going to the damn movie. I was like, fine, I could go by myself and call my dad.
100%. I go by myself if I had it.
Don't forget to set your clocks an hour ahead if you're still using analog, digital automatic updates.
There ain't nobody using no damn analog clocks anymore, Eli. Where you living in? Shoot, I can't lie. I got an analog clock on my walls. As I'm turning over the TV and I was like, oh, well, yeah, I got an analog clock on my wall. So I can't do that.
The trick is to read in your head first and then out loud. The problem is when you're doing all the stuff at the same time, because we're moving it and we're moving this and we're trying to read, and then some of it doesn't make sense. So you're trying to make sure it makes sense as best as possible. So.
And then you get some damn name that I can't pronounce and some crap, which makes it even worse. You know what I mean? So yeah.
So, telling you not to rub against your mic is diabolical. That's good. That is good. I was never addicted, but I got carried away with mushrooms and acid back in the day. One of my really good friends still does mushrooms. He and his wife do. But once again, as long as you stay in your house and you don't overdo it, I don't give a fuck what he does.
One of my ex was like before she met me, anyways, was on acid big time, and acid and ecstasy.
Ooh, X is something.
Oh wait, you done X?
LOL. I'm working on reading my channel. You most of the articles.
You're like, skip. What up, Mike? Oh, look at you coming in at 12 o'clock when we're closing up. I tell you to wake up, boy. Huh?
I'm sorry to hear that, Nzo. Yeah, at the funeral.
No worries.
Damn, Bryon, you're making me hungry. Dude, I'm telling you.
Yeah, me too.
Deluxe double is fire, but that pot roast, oh, man. That's why I eat pot roast. I even put the pot roast sometimes on my salads, man. Nzo, your kitty cat wants to give you some love over here in the United States.
Yeah, he was showing some love. It's Anik's one. Anik's next one. It is clown.
I also done. Oh man.
No, I think I like that way too much, and way too much. So yeah.
Yeah, we got two grade A drug users. I don't know what you're talking about. What you're talking about. Never speak from ignorance is all I say.
Facts.
Never speak from ignorance. Done X. I'm on X. Had to block. The only X that I'm interested in is DMX. DMX. Hey, I don't even like Twitter sometimes, man.
Hey, listen. The things I've heard about X, though, I never did it, but the things I've heard about it, oh yeah. I'm still not doing it, but yeah.
There's reasons to do it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Puerto Rican. Could we go over this before?
Yeah, we did go over this before, Mike, but you got to wake up in time, right? You set that alarm clock, wake up to watch Bryon and Biggaford. We're your boys, right? You got to support us. You can wake up a 2 hour earlier to watch our show. What are we talking
You can
about
stay in
here?
bed just
And watch it, yes. Facts.
I did a little ecstasy when I was in a local house music DJ when I was younger. Yeah,
and you want to bang everything.
Or just touch. Just touch.
Facts.
All right, it's time. We got to get out of here now.
All right, guys. That is it. That is the end of the show. We did have another topic to get through, but it's 3 hours. And that's because you guys keep us entertained on this stuff, right? Yeah, guys are commenting and making us do comments and all stuff like that. So keep it up. It's fine. 100%. We enjoy that. Sometimes we may just have to skip out a topic. And anyways, the last topic was about
Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Was about Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer. Yeah,
it's going to come out next weekend, guys. Expect it.
Yeah. So we'll already have trailer reaction views and next so when we do that. But Bryon, tell the people where they can find you one last time, sir.
1/3 of Spoiler Kings, Monday, Thursday, Saturday nights. We will be watching The Expanse tonight. I can't wait. I can't wait to get to this. This is going to be one of the most fire episodes that we're going to have. Let's go. Real sci-fi fan here.
We have Monarch that just started, and these guys are still watching a show that came out like 5 years ago.
4.
Either or. I'm trying to get these guys to watch something current. I was like, yeah, let's do Monarch. And they're like, nah, we're going to do The Expanse. I was like, all right, you know what? I haven't done solo streams in a while, so screw it. Maybe Sunday. Again, I got to know how I feel because sometimes I say I'm going to do it, and then Sunday comes around, and I'm like, you know what? I ain't doing crap. So if I feel like doing it, I'm going to do Monarch for myself. Screw these guys.
Okay. I'll be in the chat messing with you the entire time.
But with that being said, guys, peace, love, and hair grease. And Nick Jones, don't steal my shit. All right? But peace, love, and hair grease. We will see you on the next one. And we are outie. Peace.